人相陪，此般花鸟鱼情，也不过衬托我身不移不变的背景罢了。浮世景色百千年依旧，人之在世，却如白露与泡影，虚无。突然无事，对宴枯坐。哼。
That is hilarious. Can you guys hear me now? Oh, hold on, guys. All right, cool. You guys should be able to hear me now. Can you guys hear me now? Awesome. Swag, 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 swag. All right, cool. It should be clear. Should be all that. So let me convert her back to a normal build. I really wish Dendro wasn't. Dendro feels erroneously strong. It feels way stronger than it should be, to the point where it nullified the Shogun's regular build. If you're at C0, like C2 is still stronger, but C0 EM Shogun is stronger, and Dendro killed her. And it's like, bro, I can't even play the Shogun the way I want to play the Shogun because thank you, Dendro. But anyway. Oh, what's going on, Gabby? Oh, Gabby, you missed it, cuz! Your track was the intro to the stream from Streamlabs. Swear to God. Matter of fact, here's just the beat. Yeah, this was the intro to the stream today. Yeah. Speaking of which, I don't know if you have more. I know that Hifumi got something crazy in there. Oh, I gotta revive for a minute. Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna do weird Freminent things. All right, so let me see. Which Zhongli build is more useful? Full shield with 55k HP or 30k HP with 60k burst damage? You know what? I can't really answer that in short, right? It depends on the DPS of your team, right? If your team's DPS is competent, the 55k shield is a million times better, right? But if your DPS on your team is relatively weak, then you're gonna have to use the dodge mechanic and take the burst damage. Okay. But they serve different purposes. They truly do. Mine is a for fun Zhongli, but I have the 55k. Well, mine is 54, but I have that shield build. You know what I mean? But what I found is kind of a nice area to hover in is like 43 to 40, well, 40 to 45, right? So if you can get around 45, then you can start introducing DPS on your Zhongli. Like somewhere in there, like 40, 45, somewhere like 40. If you can hit like 40, then you can start introducing DPS on your Zhongli to kind of help supplement every now and again, right? Um, that's for him specifically, right? But just be mindful that putting DPS on him is contingent on how much. It's determined by how much DPS you have on your team from like a performance standpoint. Like on my account, what would be the highest performing Zhongli would be the shield build, like 12 HP and more HP, and you just get like a full HP build would be more relevant on my account. Only because I have relatively good DPS across the rest of my account. Oh, you already know, cuz. Woo! Yes, I do, sir. Now I can play. Now I can have fun. I like fun. That's why I have Pale Flame, because it's fun. And I have HP because it's fun. With a Homa because it's fun. And a Ratio because well, Ratio still sucks. But it's fun. It's fun. I like it. What'd you say? What y'all talking about? By the way, I see there's 9 people here. If there's anybody new to Genshin and you have any questions, you need any help, you need me to help you with bosses, you need help with, you know, using up your resin against bosses or domains or whatever it is, that is the point of the stream. If you have any questions about builds or your build, you know what I mean, provided you actually need the help, then yeah, you know, you just type !join and then I'll look at your account. That's not a problem. The reason why I have to say it that way is, I'll take for example, not picking you out, Burger, but there's that Chinese name in the chat with the yellow icon. He's a theory crafter. He doesn't need help, right? It would just be taking up time that I could be helping somebody who actually needs help. Does that make sense? You know, so yeah. So if you but yeah, if you need help, just let me know and then I can look at your account. It's not a problem. Yeah, your yellow icon is a mango. See, that's theory crafter talk. You can't just say yellow. You have to say it's specifically a mango. Oh, okay. Yes, it's a mango. Shout out to Burger. Literally, what is anyone going to use that for? Use what for? Use what? Say what? Oh, satellite? Oh, hacking? I don't know. If Razor bit someone, would they euthanize him as a dog too? Probably. All right, so Zhongli, yeah. In my opinion, I think the shield build from a performance standpoint, the shield build is the most reliable Zhongli, but that you have to have the DPS across your other characters to be able to support not having sacrificing DPS on a 3rd character or a 4th character. If you can't sacrifice that DPS, then you're just gonna have to take the 30k and then use his burst as like really strong skill damage. For example, her skill in some builds can hit like 40k. That will be your Zhongli. His burst will be the skill damage of some other character. So every now and again you get a free like 40 to 60k, just because. I hope that helps. Any other questions? All right, so we got 8 people here. So do y'all feel like that's enough? Because I want to start tapping on this right here. I'm gonna start tapping. I'm only C4. I didn't get C6, but we got C4 at least, I guess. Which is hilarious. I got 3 Zhonglis and I got 5 Freminents. I thought I would get 6 Freminents in 3 Zhonglis, but that's okay. I got Child and my Freminent is C3, but what's a good bow replacement for Child? I think I should not focus on his burst now. Let me list them off. Join Benny Boy, you heard. All right, Kazuko, I'm gonna look you up in just a second. So you want to know what's a good bow replacement for Tartaglia? I don't know if you guys noticed, but I never call him Child. It's because I kill Tartaglia weekly. And I can't say kill Child. I can't use that lingo. I'm weird. What's up, Banana? All right, so bows. So you want to use a rust? That one's really good. You could use a stringless. That was really good. I don't recommend anything besides these two if you're going 4-star, unless you're going to go with like the Viridescent Hunt. If you're doing like, I don't recommend putting EM on him either. Typically, he's the applicator rather than the reactor, I guess. I don't know if you have 5-star bows. The Thunder and Pulse is really good. I don't necessarily recommend the Elegy for the Yin unless you're running some weird emblem version of them. This one is okay, but you're going to need attack stats. But typically you're going to go with like a Rust or a Stringless. And that's because the skill counts as skill and normal damage. Yeah, and that Amos is really good too. Yeah, you can use the Amos. The Amos is, which is funny because you're not really using the Amos passive outside the normal and charge attack damage. Because you know that damage you get, the second part of the passive, that never happens. I would use a Thunder Impulse. Yeah. So if you're not using a Thunder Impulse, I mean, obviously, I think it goes without saying the Polar Star is his best in slot, like period. But the Thunder Impulse is really good on him too. And then Kazuko, let me see. I got your UID floating around here somewhere. I guess I can leave the stream chat. Alright, where's Kazu? There you go. Alright, so we got 6'5", what? 4813. That B's Kazuko, and then I'm looking at Bennett. Swag. Alright, so you said, for what it's worth, I just logged in. Now you good. Alright, so okay, so we got level 70, 6385. We got 170 ER. Well, he's level 7. What weapon are you using? Oh, okay. So you're using Skyward Blade. We got a 4-piece no bless. Okay. You are not using a ER timepiece, are you? Yep. All right. So you got C3, C1. So at C1, you're technically done. At C5, you're truly done. At C6, you've been talking to somebody who has a C6, and they just don't want to feel alone. You probably think I'm joking, and then you're gonna realize that I'm actually telling the truth. It's what I've discussed with my Bennett. Yeah. So 366. Okay. So his burst is headed in the right direction. All right. So let me see. So as far as his energy recharge, you want this at a minimum 200, if not higher. Usually like 250. You think I'm joking? It depends on how you use your Bennett, though, right? Are you using your Bennett like you would? Are you using them like a hybrid DPS, or is he only there for the burst? Well, it depends on how you play him. That's why I'm asking. Are you using him only for the burst, or do you want him to do? Because it looks like you. I'm assuming you got a Pyro Goblet or some DPS floating around somewhere. Well, you got crit rate without a Favonius. So yeah. So are you going for like what's the goal of your bit? Because that's the thing. I want to make sure you're getting exactly what you want. It's still up in the air. Okay, so before you re-roll anything on your Bennett, I would decide what Bennett you want. He has, as you know, he has 3 functions: buff, healing, DPS. Right? Typically, people sacrifice DPS for the healing and the buff. Some people will sacrifice the healing, but they still want the buff, right? But yeah, some people sacrifice the healing for DPS. Some people sacrifice the DPS for healing. Everybody wants the buff. The buff comes without saying either way. But the stat for the buff is ER. If you want his buff, you need ER. If you want his healing, you run HP. If you want DPS, you run DPS stats. And it's a matter of balancing all of them. Bennett DPS is redundant. It can be, yeah. Is this child team good? Child, Beto, Official, Bennett. It's a buff taser team. Yeah, that's a good team. Yeah, Fisher can battery Beto. So you're trying to get both out of them. Both what? The healing and the DPS? Because I could tell you, like, the healing DPS buff Bennett. Like, that's a hard build. You'd be sacrificing a lot of ER. Unless you get... Because that Bennett requires 4-liners. Like, all 4... He needs all 4 stats on all his pieces. So you would need crit rate, crit damage, HP, energy recharge. Crit rate, crit damage, HP, energy recharge. Crit rate, crit damage, energy recharge, flat HP. And then you just reverse the HP percent or energy recharge. And then you need same thing, crit rate, crit damage, HP, energy recharge with a pyro goblet. And then you would run crit rate and then flat HP, HP, crit rate, crit damage. No, sorry. HP percent, crit damage, flat HP, energy recharge. But he's a 4-liner, and they have to distribute a certain way. So it's doable, but it'll take a little while. You think you can make the ER up? He was so happen to be able to do damage. I'm focused on healing, but getting damage out of him to an extent. Well, what I would do, because it depends. Here's what I would think about Kazuko. How much resin do you want to spend? That's the first thing I would think about. Right? Because if you don't want to spend a lot of resin, you just pick 2 and then let the third one be a byproduct. Yeah, you still have to level him and the weapon, but as far as the artifacts, you know, think about the 3. There's the burst, which is energy recharge. You know, the buff, I should say. The buff is energy recharge. The healing is HP. And the DPS is... There's 3 DPS components. Right? There's crit rate, crit damage. Of course, you got your attack percent, which you don't really need on Bennett, but attack percent and pyro. Welcome back, John Mar. He's a byproduct of building others. Yeah, that's fine. But what I'm trying to... The question I'm asking, what I'm trying to figure out is where your priorities lie, so I can give you advantageous advice. So I can give you so I can advise you. You know what I mean? But it's based on how much resin you want to spend. If you don't mind spending like a lot of resin, you know what I mean? Then you can build that Bennett, but it may take a lot of resin because you need 4 stats on like all the pieces. That's the only thing. Particularly the first 3 pieces. Well, the first 4 pieces. The circlet is arguable. There's no priority? No, there is a priority. I guarantee that. When you put Bennett on your team, what are you putting him on your team for? The pieces? No, the pieces themselves are not really an issue. Like that one's good. That one's good. You know, it's not that the pieces are bad. It's what you're using your Bennett for. Is the question. So when you put him on your team, what is he there to do? For ha-has and for fun? So if he's for ha-has and for fun, then just build, just run energy recharge pyro crit rate. And then substat the HP. It has a higher likelihood to hit as a substat. Just substat the HP. Crit rate, crit damage, HP percent on everything. But run an energy recharge timepiece. So then when you actually need him to do his job, he can do his job. Because energy recharge is going to have a much lower likelihood of hitting on a substat. Whereas HP percent, not only will it show up on the artifacts more often, but it'll hit on the artifacts more often. And boom, there's your healing. Of course, you want your crit rate and crit damage because the ha-has and he-he's, right? But if you get crit rate, crit damage, HP percent, and it hits a whole bunch of HP percent, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Same thing here. I know it sounds goofy, but what you don't want is attack percent. Because it's a wasted substat. Because you need him to heal, and if you're going to do anything, you want busted. You want to rank the weapon, and that'll fluff your HP percent. Or your attack percent. Besides, his attack percent is really low, so it's not like you're going to scale hard. It's not like he doesn't have Ayaka base attack. Does that make sense? I mean, that would be the approach that I would recommend. Here's my only gripe with your Bennett is this number right here. This is the only thing I'm having an issue with. Because if you need him, you're going to run into issues. Don't C6 your Bennett. Do not C6 your Bennett. Or you can. The only reason I'm saying don't C6 him is because once you do it, you can't go back. What's going on, Vines? How you doing, brother? Once you C6 him, you can't go back. That's why. So if you run into a situation where you want to use not C6 Bennett, then, you know, I want to use the Archon. Well, you can, but you can't now. I want to use Kazuha. Actually, Kazuha is probably the best one for C6 Bennett. C6 Bennett is horrible. It's per account, but C6 Bennett is the thing is with C6 Bennett, you can't tell the future. And the last thing you want to do is cash in all your chips without being able to see the future. So if SNES Naya comes out and the most cracked character comes out, but C6 Bennett ruins that character, then the last thing I want to hear is, why didn't you tell me? Well, I've told everybody the entire time, don't C6 Bennett. You could just not C6 Bennett. I mean, he adds 1200 attack to your character. What more do you really need? You know, so anyway. What's going on, Art? How you doing, cuz? I'm good, just done with some libraries and relaxing from work all week. Got a new job in a golf shop. I'm out 8 to 8ish most days. Hey, Vines, please keep me posted on that game, though, cuz. 100% against C6 Bennett. Yeah, me too. It's not that C6 Bennett's bad. It's that, once again, it's that you can't go back. C6 Bennett's fine, but you can't toggle it. You can't go back. And he completely ruins more situations than he helps. He helps situations, but he ruins more situations. And that's where it's like, you gotta be careful. You know what I mean? So until the game, no, not Project Mugen, no, Vines is making a game. Vines is making a game. And I'm waiting for him to finish the first level. I will literally advertise that game and test it, and I'll do it on stream. All right, so anyway, here we go. So we got Kazuha with 68 elemental mastery. Let's go. It only makes your account better. Stop smoking whatever you're smoking. Elemental mastery, energy recharge, love it. Matter of fact, after I get through the queue, we're gonna have a C6 Bennett debate, and I promise you, it's gonna be two arguments. There's gonna be one. Look, it happens every time. I C6 Bennett, I have Hu Tao, I have some other random pyro character. You should C6 Bennett. Meanwhile, there's gonna be the entire rest of the player base that has everything and that plays everything but those like 2-3 characters, and they're gonna be like, that sounds stupid, I don't want to do that. That's C6 Bennett. And then every now and again you'll have this random, well then I could play Pyro Kazuha. Okay, or you could just not play Pyro Kazuha. We'll do the whole conversation after this. And at the end of it, I promise you, by the end of the C6 Bennett conversation, there's going to be kicking and screaming from the C6 Bennett community. They're going to be like, I'm not wrong, knowing that they're wrong. But they can't feel like they're wrong. And that's the issue. You ever told somebody who stinks that they stink? Like, bro, you stink. No, I don't. I showered this morning. And then it keeps going and going and going. That's what's I promise you, bro. Watch. Anyway, so we got this piece. I like the fact that it has 18% energy recharge and crit rate, 14%, which is amazing. We got EM here. You got a lot of energy recharge there. I see what you're going for, and that is we're doing a hybrid. And then we got crit damage. Got it. Okay, so we're doing. Oh, so you are just going for hybrid situations. Oh, are you C1? $654. That's actually really good. And you got 180 energy recharge. That's actually really good. You know, would you be opposed I never recommend constellations. I try to stay away from it because it's like money and time and resin and wishes and like this is the point of Genshin is pulling characters almost, right? But would you be opposed to pulling C1? Not C2, but C1. We're gonna have the whole C6 conversation after this. The whole C6 bidding conversation. But Kazuko, yeah, would you be opposed to a C1? Because I don't really see too much of an issue going on with this Kazuha outside of getting his crit rate up. I mean, that's, you know, but because it's Kazuha, I'm not sure that I want you losing, because if anything, you might lose energy recharge. I don't want you losing energy recharge just to get your crit rate up. The crit damage I'm not too concerned about because his elemental mastery is taking care of that. By the way, side note, I don't know if you know this, but your Kazuha is pretty much as strong as my Kazuha. The difference is I have no crit rate. I think yours, actually, I'll take that back. I think yours is a little bit stronger because we have about the same. No, no, I got more element. Yeah, I got more EM. Yeah, so they're about the same. Based on the TV show, I'm sure you. Hold on. Say what now? Hey, that's clean, bro. How'd you do that? Please post that in the Discord public chat. Post the second and the third picture. I don't know if they'll know about the back of it. Matter of fact, post all three, bro. That's y'all. Yeah, Vines is mad talented, bro. Already considering it when he reruns. I'm pulling. Okay, so that would be. So really, at the end of the day, that'd be my major feedback. He's supposed to be like a. I can't really explain Kazuha, but how can I explain this? I wish Free to Play was here to kind of break it down to you. So long story short, the only time you start running DPS on your Kazuha is at C6. Other than that, his DPS is not gonna change unless you start running like mist splitters and you run like 50, not 50. Well, 50, yeah, 50 CV goblets. You know what I mean? And like a bunch of crit rate and like 20 crit damage, 20 crit damage. All that, it takes all that to beat out an EM Kazuha in damage. Right? And I'm talking to EM Kazuha without 100 EM on these pieces. You know what I mean? Just food for thought, right? So it depends on the performance piece, but I can understand why you're doing a hybrid situation because maybe you might just want to do bigger numbers with him. And that does have a place in Genshin Impact. So I'm not necessarily opposed to it. I think you're about as balanced as you're going to get. Just move the crit rate up a little bit if you can. Weapon's already 90, so that's not an option. If you are going to be re-rolling a piece, I would re-roll maybe this piece. You might take a little bit of a hit on the... God, that's a really good piece. Ooh. You gotta take a hit on. You gotta take a hit somewhere. This one I'm a little leery on because that energy recharge is 18. This one is 12. I'd rather you hit for like 9 energy recharge and higher crit rate. I just want you past 60. If you could pass 60, you'd be straight. I know it's close enough and arguments and blah 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 blah. See, but the reason why I am zero tolerance sub 60 is because if I tolerate sub 60, eventually it'll be 55, and then eventually it'll be 50, and then you know what I mean? So yeah, it's the hit on circlet. Ayaka, Ganyu, Barbs, Kaz. Oh, if that's your team, yeah, you ain't gotta worry about nothing then. if that's your team, I wouldn't even worry about it, bro. If that is specifically the team and that's the only team you're running them on. Not the only team, you know what I mean? But if that's the team, then you're straight. Yes, that is Burger, yeah. I'm gonna take a hit on something on my circlet to get some crit. You will be taking a hit on something. If you get if you get a multi-liner, energy recharge EM, you know what I mean? If you go re-roll that, get energy recharge, EM, and crit rate. If you get all three stats, I wouldn't worry too much about which one it hits, as long as it's not dedicated to the fourth substat, the dead stat. You know, if it's energy recharge, EM, HP, crit rate, as long as it don't hit all HP, then you should be fine. Any questions on your Kazuha? And then talents, because you're running DPS, his skill is gonna matter way more than his burst. At C1 at least. At C1, it's definitely gonna matter a lot more. Yeah. I know you're going DPS. Eventually, here's my anticipation, Kazuko. Eventually, you're just going to end up with a DPS Kazuha. Right? At that point, I almost want to say, why don't you just pull a Freedom Sworn and then rock a crit rate circlet? And that should balance you out. Try to get a smaller snippet of gameplay to post tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, it looked kind of dope. I don't know what kind of extra mechanics you'll throw in the game, but it looked really interesting. Whenever you get your first level, let me know. I'll play it on stream. Just chilling today, eating cake since it's my birthday. It's your birthday today? Hold on, you know what happened, Shikasu? Hold on, Shikasu, you know what time it is? Hold on, it's your birthday today? Still very, very early doors. Been doing boring stuff like inventory. And that before doing proper level design. Yes, sir. Big 21. What? What's 9 plus 10? My birthday. 1, 2. It's going down, cuz. 3. Turn your volume down, y'all. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shikasu. Happy birthday to you. Hey, homie 21, don't get too drunk today, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to you, Shikasu. I hope you have a fantastic birthday today. Swear to God, you know what I mean? Turn up. You already know how it goes. Every time we get this kind of information, you know what I mean? Kick it with your family, kick it with your folks, hug the people that love you, hug the people you love, tell them you love them, let them tell them they love you. Eat some cake. You said you eating cake, get it in. Don't forget the ice cream. Make sure you brush before and after all that sugar, you feel me? And then make sure you hit some jumping jacks before you hit the sack. You know what I mean? But turn it up. Turn it up for Shikasu. Homie is 21. You are officially grown and can go to jail for fighting publicly. Enjoy. Enjoy. No, shout out to you, man. Big shout out to you. Shout out to you. I hope you have a wonderfully blessed day. You know what I mean? And you are officially adult. You're an adult now. You know, life is going to take you very seriously, so you should be taking life very serious. I'm sure you already got this talk from either moms or pops or somebody, but officially today, it's your life. You know what I mean? So we talk about accountability and all that jazz, right? At 21, you are held accountable for every single solitary step you make throughout the day, right? So from the time you were born all the way up until now, you know, life, friends, and family gave you all the information that it takes to be successful and a good person, tried to instill discipline in you, all the jazz, right? At this point, at 21, it's up to you to now go out in the world and exercise all those lessons that you learn throughout your life. You know what I mean? It's on you now. So whether you win or you lose, it's on you. But I have faith that you're going to win because you're part of the DWP squad. You wouldn't be here if you weren't a great person who was about something. And I know you about your success. I know you about your good vibes. I know you about your, you know what I mean? You about good things. And I get nothing but good discipline, energy from you. You know what I mean? So go out there, win, win. Work hard, and I'm proud of you, cuz. You know what I mean? Welcome to the club. Downhill from here. I'm messing with you, bro. Nah, enjoy it though. Enjoy it. Shout out to you. All right, Kazuko. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions at all? Oh man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to you, bro. I'm thinking about what? Inventing bugs? Is that what you said? Oh, thinking about inventory bugs? Maybe. Off to sleep as it's late over here. I seen some bits tomorrow side. Okay, for sure. Do with them as you wish in their correct channels. Okay, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I really mean it though. Nada? Alright, for sure, Kazuko. Yeah, I mean it though, Vines. Please keep me posted on that, bro. It's not just me. Like I'm trying to. Hey, I'm thinking of like, okay, when he drops his, like, we gotta do something for the homie. When he drops that first level, we gotta do something. You know, put a marketing package or something. We gotta do something for Vines. This dude making a whole game, like, oh nah, bro. Like, nah, we gotta put that out. By the way, I see there's 13 people here, so if anybody is new to Genshin Impact, you know what I mean, you are more than welcome to ask for help. We just got done looking at an account. You know, if you're curious about if your build, you know, can stand up against the test of time, or if you just have questions about your build, you can feel free and just type !join. It'll put you in the queue. Oh yeah, I thought I put the queue instructions up. But yeah, if you need any help, let me know. You need help with what? With OL, what's OL, what is that? Oh my god, I'm new. Shut up, Ari. You are not new. This is a whole experienced. I got 28 crit damage on my goblet type of. Well, probably not the goblet. I forget. You got a good account though. But yeah, no. What's your question? Got to get them 8 hours in. That part. But yeah, if you're new to Genshin, !join. It'll put you right in the queue. Or if you just have questions, you can feel free to just ask a question. You don't need to jump in the queue for nothing like that. Finna play some Punishing Gray Raven after Cypher checks my Bennett out. Are you in the queue? I think you are, right? Boom. Next. Alright. Position 3, just 3 reviews. Okay, sounds good. Shikasu. There you go. Check my Bennett out, please. Alright, I got you. Alright, let me see. Let me grab your UID because we got that one on file as well right here. I'm assuming that's a 6 and not a 3. 60. What? 603. 302. Do I got that right? Oh, 607. My bad. 607. 30. There it goes. There we go. Shikasu and checking out Bennett. Boom. So AR58. We got a level 90. Perfect. We got a Favonius. Good. We got 4-piece Noblesse. Okay. We got C5. Okay. Woo! And we got that burst at 10. Let's go. Then we got a ratio. 270 for Jesus. And then we got 48.9. Wow. And then we got the crit damage at 104. I ain't gonna lie, he looking kind of swaggy. Swank. Definitely performance meta, not necessarily meta. Like, I don't want to get into it. Anyway, so we got that piece. We got that. Oh god. Okay. Okay. You know what's funny? That's the only piece I care about. This is in any Bennett that I see. That's the only piece I care about. If you have this piece, I don't care what. I really don't care what you do. And it does have HP percent on it, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So that's really good. And then I skipped someone. It says Shikasu. You think you just got skipped? Did I? I did. Could you take a look at my Lenny? I don't know if it's worth still farming. Artifacts for him. Okay. Yes. Holy Jesus. See, that's what happens when you haven't done this in a while. Incognito, what's your UID? You should fucking grab it. Do I have it? Please tell me I have it. I do have it. Holy Jesus. Super slow. 6, 4, 7. I don't know what that brain fart. That was you talking about a brain fart. I had a whole brain shenanigan. My brain just did this. Ooh. Okay, so we got Lenny. First off, what's your AR? 56? All right. What'd you say? What the dog doing? All right, so we got level 80. Okay. We got a Thunder and Pulse. Good. We have 4Ps. Okay, and that's when his HP decreases, blah, blah, blah. So that's good. No Constellations is fine. Charge Shot. Awesome. I would say do his skill. I like that you're doing his burst. His skill does take priority, but don't forget about his burst. So it'd be like 7-4-2. Really, it'd be like 7-4-4, 7-5-4. It'd be something like that, as it stands right now, right? But in that would be 7-4-2 in this case, you know. But the fact that you got his normals going, that is the most important piece. So good job there, but get his skill up. By the time you're done, it should be like 996. You do 999, but it'd be like 996 or something. 888 works too. Yeah, but it's not open. That's fine. You'll get there. All right. So as far as a ratio, whoa, I am. All right, Michael Jackson. All right. So right here, what's up, Newts? All right. So right here, you already know what I'm gonna say about that. We're gonna look at these artifacts and see what goes in zone. In your opinion, how much crit rate should Lenny have? Oh, wait, because he gets crit rate from this. Ignore what I just said, because he gets up to 36. So technically, you have 83. Yeah. All right, so, well, he gets 36 from the set bonus. So that's at 83% crit rate. After the stacks. That's after all the stacks. You know what I mean? So anyway, what we got right here is... you know, energy recharge I'm not too worried about. Elemental mastery I'm a little leery on, right? And then we have that, which will probably reroll. We gotta look at this flower and see what's going on. 83 is plenty. 83 is more than enough, yeah. In my opinion. You know, of course they have the 100 crit rate, Lenny, with just a Skyward Harp or whatever, but we're not gonna get into that. That piece I would re-roll this piece personally. Ooh, you know what? Actually, we'll look at that in a sec. That's why. Okay. You said what? You gonna head out and play some PGR? Get it in, Shikasu. That's my best pyro goblet. No. I'm not too worried about the goblet. I'm worried about this because this is locking up your goblet. Right now, because the thing is, you're going to get a goblet in the future. And I always, or at least I try to always coach to leaving this slot available. And that's because these are relatively replaceable. Right? So, but you're gonna have to wait until you can find that piece. Hopefully you get this piece in the process of re-rolling. But let's see what rerolls you can. Wow, that's a good piece. Not sure about that EM. I mean, we could argue EM. Maybe he'll need EM by the time the Archon comes out. I've been saying that since his kit came out. Oh well, maybe the Archon. Yeah, well, yeah. You don't have the flower yet. Hopefully it'll come. Okay, so he's not looking bad, in my opinion. He's not actually bad. It is actually just your goblet, and I'm having a little bit of a issue with the circlet, right? The only strategically, balancing the character out, that I could propose to you would be to rebalance this, and this all together as far as your crit ratio is concerned. Meaning that you have 10 crit rate here, and you have 6 crit rate here. Let's do some napkin math. So let's just say 17 crit rate, because I don't feel like including the decimal point. We're going to divide that by 3 artifacts. That is 5.6, 5.7. Crit rate per piece, 5.7. 5.7, 5.7. If you get 5.7 and 10, great, right? The point is, we need to make this piece a little more available as far as crit damage is concerned. The thing is, you have 21 crit damage here. 21 crit damage divided by 2 is 10.5. So if you can get 10.5 here and 10.5 here, you just broke even. So 5 crit rate and 10.5 crit damage on a Pyro Goblet offset with a 5 crit damage piece here with 10.5 crit damage here and 5 crit damage here, you will effectively break even as far as the build. Now, looking at it from that perspective, Infrognito, if you can get a 5-14, right? And then you get 10 crit rate, or you get a 10-14 and 5 crit rate. All you need from there is 6 crit damage, and you broke even on your crit damage. Now, on an offset piece, you can get an offset pyro piece that starts with more than what you would need after the fact. I don't know why I'm picking a specific character. Pyro. Yeah, 7.8 is what it started with. Right, so you should be able to rebalance the character without necessarily having to look for 20 crit damage and still be able to exceed the performance, right? The thing is, you're going to have to rebalance with this and this. Once you get, and here's I guess what I'm trying to say to you. Fish for like a 6-14, a 10-14, fish for something like that. Don't skip the attack percent if you can, but resolve the ratio first, right? If you could resolve that, great. 6-14, 7-14, 10-14 on the flower. On this piece, see if you can get some crit rate and attack percent. You know, you're entitled to two stats per artifact. Your 2 stats on the circlet would be attack percent, crit rate. If you get attack percent, great. If you don't get attack percent, I wouldn't fall down crying. I mean, you do have a Thunder Impulse, right? Outside of that, now we just wait for our offset Pyro Goblet. This will allow you to manage your resin a little bit better. So if you have to go and farm new pieces for her, which I doubt you do, right? You definitely don't. Yeah. So if you have to go farm new pieces for a new character, all you're doing at that point is just waiting for a stronger Pyro Goblet. Crit rate, crit damage, attack percent. Crit rate, crit damage, flat attack, whatever. Pull the signature, but for now, Yoi, me, and him are sharing. Yeah, that's fine. Does that approach sound feasible to you, though? As far as the artifacts are concerned. Random 2-star goblet. Oh, I know, Newts. Hey, you gotta keep them sometimes. I'm joking. But yeah, so you would just get a 6 to 7 crit rate, 14 crit damage. And you're gonna weigh the crit damage of the onset flower with the potential of the offset goblet. It's not that you're gonna use it right now, you're just preparing. So when those artifacts hit, when you get them, you just set it aside. Cool, I got crit rate, crit damage on the flower. I'm gonna rank it, set it aside. If it hits for 6 or 7 crit rate and 14 crit damage, cool. Now I just need 7 crit damage on my goblet and I break even. Anything more than 7 crit damage, really anything more than anything more than 7 crit damage on a goblet is exceeding what you already have. Anything better than 7 crit damage on a goblet will be better than what you already have. Being able to balance that and make it to where you can scale your goblet. 714 on the flower, and then at least 7 on the circlet. Crit rate. 7 crit rate on the flower, 7 crit rate on the circlet. Make sense? Any questions? That, and do you need to run resin? I just had probably 7 brain farts just now. It's hilarious. Oh, you're not even on. Okay. Any questions at all on Incognito? This man is so classy. Okay, I'm assuming Incognito is good. Wait, didn't you have? And it was just that character, right? I'm assuming it was just him. Okay, so with Bennett, kind of wanted to finish this up because the 3 artifacts are looking good. 1, 2, and 3, right? This piece has energy recharge. I am not entirely sure about that crit damage. The flat HP is fine. This piece has an HP percent and it has energy recharge. He's at 28,000 HP, which is good. And I don't have a problem with his crit rate because you are using a Favonius. With all that being said, how does your Bennett feel? Shikasu. And you are very much so welcome, Incognito. You want me to join until later? Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, Newts. Will this Genshin stream be going all night? It will be going all night. Yes, this is going to be an all-day Genshin stream. We're doing a whole 9 hours today. I was going to start doing like a half and half thing, but I got that Zhongli energy right now, so it's like, yeah, no, I'm going to be doing all day. Yeah, it's going to be all day. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. Mm-hmm. So, Shikasu, any questions? Do you have it? Well, because I'm waiting for questions. My question to you would be, how does he feel? Does he feel like he's lacking somewhere? That's really my question. Still racking up primos like a madman. Yeah, keep racking them up. Keep racking them up. I hope you get Zhong. I hope you get Zhong life. That Zhong life is life. That Zhong, whoo, that dude be saving me. Zhong Li takes a casual game and keeps it casual. He keeps the game from becoming Dark Souls. By the way, I got Zhong Li at 14 pity, and now my Nouvelet will be better. Yes. I'm guaranteed, so it's a waiting game. Oh, yeah, you straight then, Newts. I mean, hopefully. Because I think you're pretty close, right? Alright, so I'm going to assume that Shikasu... Hold on, let me see if Shikasu's still here. Still here, cuh? You still here, cuh? I'm super happy you got Zhongli, by the way. Anybody who got Zhongli, I'm super happy you got Zhongli. Oh, you're at 74 pity? You're guaranteed Zhongli then. You just get it. You just log in and do your commissions every day. You are guaranteed Zhongli. Why do I know that? Because you're guaranteed. I think it's 17, 8 to 18 wishes this banner without events. That's if you have a Welkin and you do your commissions every day, you are guaranteed like 17 to 18 wishes from now to the end of the banner. You're guaranteed Zhongli right now. So you're fine. They did say they were going to go play something. You are correct. Thank you. Next. Coming to my barber seat, cuz. You got 2 welcomes for Nouvelette. Uh-oh. Nouvelette looked like he finna be crazy. I was giving Art, let me tell you a little story. I was giving Art a hard time, right? So I don't know what happened to my brain, but for some reason, I thought Nouvelette was going to be off-field. Right? And then he was like, nah, it's going to be on-field. He, she, I don't know what Art is, but it's going to be like, Art was like, nah, they're going to be on-field. I'm like, nah, I'm pretty sure they're off-field. Like, I think I've seen the kid. I'm pretty sure it's off. I looked at the kid again, and I'm like, oh, Art is 2,000% correct. They're definitely going to be on-field. I don't know if Nouvelette's going to beat out Yelan, and if they do, it'll have to be like, Nouvelette will beat him out on charge attack, but I don't know. They're going to be really close in DPS. But there's going to be this back and forth. I guarantee it right now. There's going to be a huge back and forth argument between the two, in the community, between the two characters. There's going to be one saying Nouvelette is stronger than Yelan because DPS over time, optimized rotation, blah, blah, blah. But then there's going to be a whole nother argument that's going to say, yeah, but an optimized Yelan beats him in DPS and she's off field. Meaning that she doesn't have to actually be on field to do the DPS. Then there's going to be normal people like me who's going to be like, why don't you just put the two together and shut up? So anyway, let me stop. All right, so Yai, Lenny, Kave. I'm new, play not as Arton. I don't know what that means. I'm going to safely assume that this account is yours, but you want me to look at it as though it's not yours. Does that? I have no idea what you're asking. Anyway, so Yai Miko, we have, hold on, what's your AR? 59? Okay. Alright, so we got Yai Miko, level 80. We have a Widsith that is really good. Just be mindful, the passive off-field can be a little wonky sometimes. Because it'll sometimes, like, I've noticed it'll go away when you take her off the field, which is what it's supposed to do. But there are random times, right, where it'll stay on even though she's off. It'll like snapshot, so it's not supposed to. But whatever, just be mindful of that. It's super hit and miss. As far as the set bonus, you got Gilded Dreams, which I'm not opposed to. You got Thunder and Fury. Okay, so Gilded Dreams is fine as far as Dendro comps. As far as her being solo, it's not enough to make up any kind of DPS. Like the 80 EM is not going to be anything compared to 18% attack, for example. Nor is it going to be anything compared to like a 4-piece Thunder and Fury. Just putting it out there. But if you're in the Dendro comp, it could be way more advantageous to run the 80 EM for what it's worth, right? She is with Dendro. Yeah, so you should be fine. And I'm speaking specifically of Aggravate. Aggravate specifically is going to be like way stronger, right? No constellations needed. 888. Yes. You don't need normals? I like it. We all know Yai Miko could be perfectly fine with level 1 normals. Her normals are not to be used because Genshin Impact. We're going to give the prettiest normals to the character with the worst normals in the game. Zhongli, for example, right? But I love it. And her charge attack is stupid strong when you scale it, just to give you a heads up. You know, charge attack, jump, cancel, blah, blah, blah. So, but the talents look fine. Prioritize her skill, though, for, like, meta, performance, all that jazz. You would scale her burst because Steve, if you want to, right? And then we're going to take a peek at those right now. Ascend her to 90, please. She scales with crit rate. You get an extra 5 crit rate, roughly. So, yep, so you'll be, like, 74 point something. You actually look relatively fine. You could be higher on the crit damage. You are missing a little something. We're going to see here in a sec. I'm assuming you're running a crit rate circlet, which is typical for these approaches, right? So let's see Wagwan with these pieces, cuz I wish she'd be a little faster. Yeah, we all do, but MiHoYo needs to give us a reason to pull other characters. If they made her what we wanted her to be, no one would use Lisa or the Shogun, to be fair. They would use the Shogun because she has long hair. They would use Yai Miko because he's better. If her normals were faster. But they're not. And she's terrible because holy Jesus, that's a lot of attack. That explains a lot. That's a good piece. That is a mega copium piece. Why is it oh, because of Dendro. Yeah. Hmm. Do you got a busted crit damage piece or something? Hmm. Got 460 M. Hmm. Do you happen to have Nahida? I'm just curious. These newts. That's funny. Remember, don't judge it like it's my account. No, I'm not judging it like it's your account. Every time I look at people's accounts, believe it or not, the only time I judge it like it's somebody, like if it's somebody's account, is if they're a theory crafter or they have a busted account. You know, I'm looking at this like it's some new person to the stream. Everybody's account, I look at their accounts like that. You said what? You do have Nahida. So I'm assuming you're running her with Nahida. If you're running her with Nahida, you might be pushing diminishing returns on elemental mastery. Your attack is fine, but I'm not sure you need that much attack. And I'm not saying that much attack as far as that. I'm saying that much attack as far as this piece. I don't think you need that much attack. You need that much attack if you're running, and I don't know. This build feels weird. Like, okay, so I guess what I'm trying to, so where you realistically need to be, you need to be at like 1700 attack. Aggravate or not. Like that EM just seems a little low. And that's why I was staring at this piece like, I don't know about this piece. Okay, keep this piece, but I 100% would re-roll that, and I'd run an attack time piece. No, I don't care about the crit rate. You should be able to get a different piece with crit. Look, so you have 3 crit rate here and 14 here. That's 17. 17 divided by 2 is about 9, 8.5, right? So if you can get like 8.5, 8.5, boop, you just resolve those 2 pieces. But we gotta get that crit damage up though, okay? And I highly recommend an attack time piece because you have a lot of EM anyway, like a ton of EM. You only need like 200, if that. You only need like 150 for aggravate. Yeah, that's like way too much EM. Like you need attack on your Yaimiko. Right? So having all this attack on this piece, like that's high five. Like that's great. The problem with attack percent as a substat in this case is that your weapon doesn't justify having that roll. You'd only want to run something like this when you have like 600 plus base attack on your weapon. But with 510, it would be a lot more advantageous to just run an attack time piece. And then you substat a whole bunch of crit on the character. But you have enough EM on all the other pieces to justify not using that piece. Also, bro, if this thing hits the 480 EM, which is nice, but no. I have like 8 builds for Yai. She's so bad. No, you only need 1 build. Here's how Yai Miko works. You build for a absolute metric ton of attack. You build for a bunch of crit damage and attack percent. And all the EM she needs comes from Nahida. If you're using her with Nahida. If you're not using her with Nahida, then roughly 150 EM does a trick. 150 to 200. And you have more than that right now. Yeah, attack percent hits very similar to crit damage. Attack percent, you know how HP is on Yelan? It's not a direct... Attack percent is like 60% crit damage. So 100. So for every 10% attack you have is like 6% crit damage on Yaimiko. Yeah, but 1,000 EM is beat out by just a standard Yaimiko. You could have a standard Yaimiko. You could have a standard, like, I'm not saying have the same artifacts I got, right? But what I am saying is you could have just a standard with Sith Yaimiko, right? With just, you could be at like 200 or whatever, right? But because your attack is so much higher, you could have a standard Yaimiko on like a two-piece set without Thunder and Fury, right? And this, with like 40 EM, should beat out your Yaimiko on reaction. Especially if it hits the EM passive. But once again, keep in mind that Witsith passive half the time don't even activate. It only stays on if she's on field. The minute she goes off field, it goes away. And Yaimiko, believe it or not, does not snapshot. Yaimiko does not, nothing in her kit snapshots. So, hold on. Yaimiko education time, real quick. So, if you have Yaimiko, and you do this, right? And you have a Bennett buff, and you put this skill out, it goes tick, 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 it'll hit for, let's say, 20k. You walk outside off the same skill, and it'll hit for, like, 15k. You walk back in the circle, it hits for 20k again. That's because it doesn't snapshot. The same thing with her burst. If you throw her burst out, and you're in a Bennett burst, the first hit of the 3 lightning strikes, it hit for 30k. The last 2 will hit for like 20k. So you go ping 30, so it'll go 30, 20, 20 because it doesn't snapshot. Yaimiko does not snapshot. So with the wit, and that's the tricky part about the wit Sith on her. But if she's on field, it's amazing. Make sense? Hold on, let me switch back. So your Yaimiko does look fine. She looks fine. You just gotta ascend her, right? And I would really just switch out the timepiece. But in switching out the timepiece, you are gonna have to rebalance because you have 14 crit rate on it. You have to rebalance your ratio. That's all. And the rebalancing is more than likely gonna come from this piece. You do have a lot of attack, but like I don't feel like that much attack is worth it. But the problem is you're way too high on EM. So you can keep this piece, but the problem is you got 3 crit rates. So we got to rebalance a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to ask you to replace that because of crit rate. This is a goblet with 9 crit rate, and at least it has crit damage. I'm not going to ask you to replace that. And this has 12 crit rate. And it's got some EM on it. I'm not going to ask you to replace that. If anything, this is your weakest piece, and this is your weakest piece. Those two by themselves are crippling your Yaimiko. In regards to a Wit Sith. Now, with all that being said, this would fly if she had a Skyward Atlas, which I don't know if you have. If you had a Skyward Atlas, you can just leave it how it is. Now I think about it, no, you couldn't. Because you still need crit damage. She needs attack. She needs attack percent and crit damage. You're too high on EM, especially with Nahida. I guess is what I'm getting at. Outside of that, I'm gonna safely assume you have no questions on your Yaimiko. It's just those 2 pieces. Boom. Lenny, let's see where he's at. He's at 80. Definitely gotta send him. We have a stringless, which is fine. Yeah, it depends on how you use them. We have the set. We got 8, 7, 6. All right, so based on your talents, you're using the wrong weapon. Oops. 210. Are you using him in a vapes comp? You said you know? Okay. I'm just curious. Would you happen to be using him in a vape comp? You can, not opposed to it. Not easy though. His goblet is Yoimiya. Is it on Yoimiya? By the way, that's how you would vaporize Winlini. No, yes. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I mean, he needs the energy recharge, if anything. Okay, so... Whoa. Hold on. So... Because my goal is always 70, right? So 70 minus 36 is 34. So I think you get in with 30. So right now you have an 80% crit rate, right? I know people want them to be higher. Obviously, take the higher crit damage if you can get that. If you can get 100, if you can get 150 crit rate, take the 150 crit rate, right? But if you could take a massive amount of crit damage and attack percent too, I think that's advantageous as well. In my opinion, I think your crit rate may be a little low. We're going to look at these pieces and see if No, your bills don't suck. I'm just saying, these are new artifacts, by the way. And I'm pretty sure you didn't eat, sleep, breathe, and shoot needles into your arm with resin and save up a bunch of fragile just so you can, you know what I mean? So anyway, so we got this piece right here, which is great. In my opinion, it's fine. Like, I think you're fine right there. If it had attack percent, great, but we're not trying to take over the planet with a Lenny build, right? That piece is really good, in my opinion. This one may be able to use... That one definitely could use a reroll, actually. It can only use a reroll because... This is what I'm saying. So, this dude is literally baiting you for validation. You just gotta agree. No, you ain't got... No, I'm not... No. So anyway, so... I would be looking for a piece that does not have crit rate to have more than 14 crit damage. If it does not have crit rate, I don't care what the crit rate is. Like, he can have 80 crit rate with that set. Bro, if you got crit rate on here, I'm not pressing you. Because you can move the piece to other characters. You know what I mean? For a two-piece situation. But if you walk around with no crit rate on this piece, you need you should have a lot of crit damage. So in my opinion, I would be going for a reroll in this situation. Also, and this is also my opinion, right? Normal charge attack, 15%, blah blah blah. You could probably slap this on Yoimiya at some point. Not the set, but the piece. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, okay, you have a justifiable piece here with the EM. But in his case, no. Now for this guy right here, I'm not gonna press you on the goblet because they're goblets, and at least you got crit rate and crit damage. And it does have energy recharge, which he's fine with. This piece right here, I am 100% re-rolling. That's a disrespectful piece. It's the lowest crit rate roll, and there's nothing on the piece except for a crit rate. Now, it's not your fault. The same way getting the best artifacts in the game is not your fault either, right? I'm trying to make a fair point. If you had the best artifacts in the game, that's not your fault, nor can you really take credit for it. The same way you can't take credit for having a terrible piece. This is not your fault. You know what I mean? It may be your fault for leveling it, but it's not your fault for having it. Does that make sense? It's the same both ways, whether it's a good artifact or a bad artifact. It's not your fault, right? You just take what you can get. But with that being said, I would 100% be trying to re-roll this, right? Get something with more crit rate, right? Just re-roll another crit rate. And because it's the lowest roll of crit rate, you should be able to do what we call a full send, where you take the whole piece and you just throw the whole piece into it. Just throw the whole piece. Just throw the whole 2.7 away. Because it didn't hit crit rate. Just take the whole piece and just pop. It'll rank to 18, and then it should have a really high likelihood of hitting crit rate at least one time. Right? If you had to choose, then energy recharge or attack percent, I would prioritize attack percent. So crit rate, attack percent. If not that, then crit rate, energy recharge. If not that, then all three. Yay! Right? Outside of that, I don't think your Lenny is necessarily doing bad outside of your timepiece and your circlet. And then as far as your talents, you're doing it right. Yeah, you are doing it correctly in my opinion. Any questions? Any questions at all? Is he even here? Is Burger yes, Burger is here. Burger is the mod with the blue name with the Chinese characters. That is Burger. 926 flat HP. That is trash. But it's trash from a... Hold on, which piece was that? It's not the flat HP. It's the fact that it's missing crit rate or the fact that it doesn't have a bunch of crit damage. Like instead of hitting EM for Lenny, it should have hit crit damage. Just as an example. You can't see his messages. You probably blocked him or something. Your Kave is level 90. We'll get to that in a sec. Okay, so you said no questions. All right, now for this guy. No questions? All right. Yeah, what's going on, Burger? All right, so let's see. So we got Kave with a Favonius. Is there a new meta for Kave or am I missing? What? Oh, there must be a new... Oh, this is... Oh, you're going Bloom. Okay. All right, so we have... We'll get into those in a minute. And then 222. All right, now you know because you have this, now you need a crit rate. You need crit rate now. What's going on, Hifumi? All right, so with this weapon, arguably 20 crit rate. Arguably 30 crit rate. I kid you not, because it's Kave, arguably 15 crit rate. But I don't operate under those terms. I'm going to say arguably 40 crit rate, 50 crit rate. You don't need the passive. Why do you not need the passive? You just don't want to give energy to the whole team? Or you just don't want to reroll artifacts? I'm assuming you don't want to reroll artifact because it would require you to reroll artifacts. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, that's it's fine. It's fine. So let's see what's going. Let's see what's going on here. What's your ER? 209. We'll get into that. He only wants to delete other people's stuff with Kave. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Got banned. We're gonna get into that in a minute. So EM, energy recharge, HP. Okay. EM, energy recharge. That's a lot of HP. No, I have complaints, but I like that HP roll, so no complaints. When the heater hit, oh yeah, absolutely. That crit damage roll. All right. So here's another thing. Because of this stat, I'm going to tell you right now, you better not be using this piece because of the crit damage roll. I'm going to, just like my Kazuha, I'm assuming you're using this piece because it's EM with energy recharge. With that, fine. This one is... Ooh, I know the vibe. I know the feeling, bro. I ain't even going to hold you. I know the exact feeling. And then this one is actually fine. That was actually not bad. It hit defense, but I mean, what do you do? All right, so okay. Now I have to say this because yeah, he doesn't need talents in this build. All right, so I have to say this because I have to say this. Right, so that piece is fine. That piece is fine. This piece you need to reroll. This piece you do need to reroll, and this piece you do need to reroll. Why? Let's go over it. This piece has way too much crit damage. You actually need more energy recharge and HP. This piece has way too much defense. You actually need HP percent and more energy recharge. This piece you actually need HP percent. The crit rate doesn't matter based on what you were saying, but you would want HP percent and energy recharge. And those would be the three pieces you would reroll. Yeah, I have to say this because I have to say this. I have to say it because it's like I have to say it. If I don't say it, then I'm doing a disservice. You feel me? So I have to say it so at least he knows. But then whether he's going to do something about it or not, it's his decision. He doesn't, because as it stands right now, Art, you don't have to do anything. You have 790 EM, so you're fine. Really, at the end of the day, you don't have to do anything. Especially because you have Kokomi and because it's Kaveh. Like, you really don't have to do anything. But if you would like to do something, those would be the three pieces I would replace. Now, can y'all explain? Hold on, I'm going to step outside for a sec. I'm going to step outside only for a sec because I need y'all to kind of explain whatever this bug is with Kaveh. Because Kaveh has been making a bunch of noise in my YouTube feed. And I did not finish Kaveh because I wanted to play other characters. But what is this whole thing with Kaveh? Does he have like a random meta that came out of somewhere, or something with Lenny that I'm missing, or something? Or these were my pieces on my Kokomi and Nilo? No, that's fine. That's why the HP rolls. Okay. A plugin where he would delete objects. He deleted stuff from the world. Wait, what are you talking about? Deleted? Why you guys keep saying deleted? Permanent? What do you mean? So wait a minute. He would delete, like, so wait a minute. So he would be fighting an enemy, and they would just disappear? Oh. Oh, so like a person would just disappear. Or like a rock or a quest object would just disappear. Oh, and it would never come back. Like, you could restart the game and it still wasn't there. He could delete a domain? What? Okay, that's super stupid. Why would he even be able to interact with an object like that? I'm not going to get into that, but that's odd. I don't know, Hifumi. I'm pretty sure it's servers. If he's removing stuff and restarting the game doesn't bring it back, that's probably server side, bro. Yeah, permagon. Yeah, that's gone. Because of his bloom thingy. Why would his... I'm not even going to get into it. Okay, well, that happened. So... Okay, so that's why Kaveh was being considered super... So I was seeing Super Saiyan Kaveh. Like, he was showing up in people's nightmares and stuff in memes, and I'm like, what is he strong or something? Is he strong now? Yeah, even if you uninstall and reinstall, wow. Nahida also could. Pops all blooms near him with skill hold. Oh, wow. Okay. So, huh. Okay, so that's not a problem anymore. So my final question in this situation would be, how does he work with Hyperbloom? Aside from the bug. I didn't know that was a thing. I know now, but yeah. The Nahida one was a lie? Yeah, I've never had a problem with Nahida. Hey, I'm pretty sure it happened to somebody. They probably just went into... Could it happen co-op? Could you imagine if that happened co-op? Oh, Lord. You just show up in somebody's world as a troll, bruh, and you just delete their domains. Weekly bosses and everything. Bro. I know some sad person who just got beat by their parents did that. Yeah, that's why they're saying no to co-op. Okay. I know some sad kid who got terrible grades and didn't get a pair of shoes they wanted, was mad and said, I hate you, Mom, and went into the game and started deleting everybody's domains because they was mad because they can't, because you're not supposed to hit your parents because your parents are bigger than you and they could beat you up. So they went and did something stupid. Deleting emblem. Wow. See, that's them sad people. They probably got divorced or something. I'm sad, so I'm going to take it out on other people. I did not know that was a thing. Cave just, wow. Wow. That's terrible. That's terrible. Well, I mean, it's fixed now, though, right? I mean, I'm not going to test it, but holy Jesus. Okay. Well, we know now. So Cave is good now, I'm assuming. Safely assuming. Yeah, he definitely was an anti-architect. Big facts. All right, so any questions on this Cave? Yeah, I'm glad they banned a whole lot of people. That's malicious intent. People will quit your game. Imagine if you're a business owner and you got a customer that's going around breaking everybody's game. You know how much money that probably cost the company, bro? I would want to sue those people. By the way, hold on. Let me look at something because you did have something on your account. I think it was Lenny. Yeah, with a stringless. I would not do a stringless, by the way. Unless you want to do the weird vape thing where you tap and then hold. And then you tap and then hold with Yalan or Zing Cho or something. You could try it. That's going to be a video in a week. Enforce a file verification post update. Yep, that's what that update was. Okay. I'm assuming there's no questions. Art? Any questions as far as the 3 characters I just looked at? Any questions at all? I'm assuming there's no questions. All right. Back to our daily schedule program. What were we doing? We were looking at this young fella. All right. So let's go on ahead and activate C1. Y'all ready? Maybe I should level him first. Creme de la Edgar. Yay. I don't have any of this, so if I need to, I'll get that. But I do get a wish. Yay. Wouldn't that be funny if I got Dea? Oh, I got Dea. Nice. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. So let's see. So let's go kill the boss, I guess. Was it the ice guy, right? Better than ever. Facts. Does anybody need this boss at all? That dude is such a player. know what? Does he have a melt mechanic? Frozen, Shatter, or Super Conduct? Oh, should have gave him Melt. And what is wrong with her? 233? Bye-bye. All right, Yo-Yo. Hey, before you take off, did you have any questions by chance? He has a combo where you do this, you get a penguin, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then if you hit normal or skill again, he'll throw the penguin and it hits really hard. And when you hit his burst, he just gets stronger and he gets like stagger reduction or whatever. 340? Oh yeah, it's time for you to go to sleep fast. Which one is Iceman? I don't know which one is which. Iceland Sweet. Well, yeah. Clockwork, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you did? Holy Jesus. That's why I wish M was here. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. I'm so sorry. Alright, hold on, cuz. Yalan? Alright, I'll make it quick because you gotta go. I'm there already. Boom. Sanyo Yo-Yo, AR59, top 1% Kazu. Oh, Lord. Alright, so we got Freedom Sworn, good. No Constellations, 888. 5% crit rate, 63 crit damage. You got 1,076 EM on a VV set. You got 146 ER. Was that 16, 11, 11? So your flower and your feather, I don't think you can do much about because of the amount of EM on them. The only place you can go, screen capture. Say what? So the only place you can go, because I'm doing it from the PlayStation. But looking at it, the only place you can go realistically is your talents and re-rolling your timepiece and your circlet for more ER. I think at this point, to keep you from having to touch your artifacts, I don't know if you're going to like or dislike what I'm about to say, but pulling a C1 Kazuha would resolve all of that. Yeah. So the only place you can go, because you're topped out. So this is way quicker than I thought it was going to be. But C1 would resolve, C1 effectively doubles your energy recharge. So you hit your skill, hit your burst, and then you could hit your skill again. It should double your energy recharge. It'll add a skill to your, it'll add a button press to your rotation. You may have to work that in, but it does help your energy recharge significantly. Otherwise, you're looking at re-rolling the timepiece for more energy recharge and re-rolling your circlet for more energy recharge. That's literally it. Talents, those two pieces, or talents and C1. That's where you're at. Yalan, wow, I'm an idiot. 73, 261. I am so sorry. I'm sorry. I was rushing because you had to go. I'm so sorry. Oh, you're double crown with C1. Nice. Thank you, Hifumi. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I am a certified idiot. 73 261.
熟悉机械装置的构造与原理，就能排查故障。但要熟悉一个人，却难得多。
You're in a position where you can really just test. Yeah, because your stats are higher than mine. Yeah, you're in a testing phase. So, this would be merely a test for you, okay? I'm not sure how advantageous this is. I'm looking for the piece to test it, but if you happen to have, yeah, C1 smack different. So, I know, yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. So, by the way, I like your goblet. So, if you come across all right, I'm gonna show you a piece. I don't even know if I want to show you the piece. So I kind of have to show you the piece. If you come across a piece like this, where is it? If you come across that but HP percent, try that. Just to kind of balance you out, because you're really creeping on diminishing returns on your crit damage. Because you're at 261. Like 300 crit damage it looks nice, but it actually doesn't hit that hard. Right, but if you get that piece, I'm talking about the circlet. If you get the circlet, you're good. But I would try that. Once again, you're really far into diminishing returns. Yeah, she looks amazing. She really does. Outside of that, I mean, you're looking at re-rolling, like, if you're gonna re-roll anything, it would be your flower. I don't want you doing that because of the energy recharge. It could be your circlet. I don't want you doing that because of the energy recharge. Unless you get the same stats, but instead of a flat attack or attack percent, you would get HP percent. I don't want you re-rolling the goblet because it's a goblet and it's got 14% HP. And then your timepiece, it does have crit rate, crit damage, and energy recharge, but it's got 16% crit rate. So it's like, I don't want you really touching any of that. Miss a little crit rate, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah. So that, I mean, because that's the testing phase. It's just to rebalance. It's just to rebalance your line. That's all. Because for the most part, as far as percentage is concerned, right? I haven't gotten it yet, but to my understanding, when you have a whole bunch of crit damage, right, plus a whole bunch of crit damage on a crit damage circlet, right? Then you have two sources of crit damage, but then but because this piece is like 2 pieces worth of crit damage, you know, realistically speaking, plus the substats, you start to kind of fall in diminishing returns there, right? Whereas with the HP, if you can get your HP to a point where it's the equivalent of having 2 sources of HP, then you would end up with effectively 2 sources of crit damage, which yours is higher, right? You would end up with 2 sources of crit damage and 2 sources of HP. Rather than 3 sources of crit damage and 1 source of HP. Mind you, you still got bonus damage you have to multiply on, which is your goblet. So it's like 3 times 1. It's like, what's the best way I can explain it? It's like 6 times 2 times 1. It sounds weird, right? Versus like 4 times 2 times 4 times 3 times 1 or something. It's like something like that. So that's what it is. So instead of being 6 times 3 times 1, it ended up being like 4 times 4 times 1. So you should see a little bit of an increase. You should see a little bit of an increase. That is, it should be how it balances out. But you need a really strong, but you need a strong circlet. Okay. Now I know you got to take off 3 and some change where you're at. Sorry, I deeply apologize for that. Let me check the queue, make sure nobody else is in there. Do you have any questions for me, Yo-Yo? I'm so sorry about that, Yo-Yo. I will be working to never do that again. Oh, and I gotta update my Chrome. No one's in the queue? Okay. Chrome has been having like 100 updates as of late. I'm assuming I can only assume Yo-Yo's good. God, I really do feel bad for that. Hey, they look like they 36 in the Abyss though. They got 922 achievements. They doing fantastic out here. If they do them talents for that Kazuha though, they'll maintain that 1% easy. All right, so I don't know which one is which. I'm assuming it's the cryo one. He will continue. Okay. Yeah, I don't care for achievements either. Dirge of Copella. Oh, it's the names. Yoko. My EM? No? Okay. That's what I wanted. Easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. You got 403 on Star Rail. Say what now? Hey, Freminate. Are you ready for an upgrade? I'm ready! You look like a Disney character. I know! Yay! Alright, Frem de la Edgar. Okay. I guess we could technically do Pale Flame, right? By the way, I got 10 of these things, so I ain't really tripping. So, Pale Flame. Ooh, actually. Yeah, his cooldown is really low. Does his skill, you know what? Does his skill count as like skill damage or something? Don't I gotta, oh. Give me 1 sec, y'all. So that will put me at 51, which sucks. Right, 51, yeah. Unleashing something, restore 2 energy if pressurized, blah blah blah. All right, Zhongli, you're not gonna like this, but whatever. Yay! So now I have 55, I guess. Frem de la Edgar. I built my Zhao with a 2-piece attack and 2-piece attack so long ago. And then it said he has very good ratio. Would the new artifact set be worth it for him? In my opinion, no. It's because you have to farm out the new art. You have to farm the. So you have to farm a very similar ratio. Now, let me make sure I know which set you're talking about. I'm assuming you're talking about this set. Where is it? This one? No, because it doesn't include plunging attacks. I mean, you can, but I mean, I guess you can. Hey, what's going on, Apple Jacks? Oh, four-piece Vermilion? Nah. Nah. If you got amazing substats, it takes quite a bit of substats on Vermilion to beat out the two-piece set. Like it does. It takes quite a bit. It's only like like let's say you got really good stats on the one you got now versus Vermilion. I think it's like on average, it seems that people are ending with like a oh yeah, I got condensed resin. It seems that people are ending with like a 3% damage increase on like average or something like that. So me personally, I don't think it's worth it. Currently, his ratio is 78 to 12. Nah. Is that with the Jade Spear? Yeah, Vermilion's job. Vermilion's good, but I don't know. I wouldn't personally. Unless that's gonna be your only farm for like a minute. Why, hello! Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Like, in order for me to farm a new set, this is me personally, but I'm economical. Yeah, just get an R3 Jade, yeah. Like, for me, economically, and the reason I say economically is because Pale Flame, or not Pale Flame, because, oh, let me do this so I can talk. So, I'm thinking about the resin, cuz, like, how much resin do you want to spend trying to refarm a new set? And it takes way too much resin to get really good artifacts. And it's just, in my opinion, an 8% increase is not worth it to go out and farm a whole new set. It has to be at least like 30% higher for me to do it. Because you could typically make up to 30% in like bonus damage or crit damage or attack stats or just redoing your comp differently. You know what I mean? I mean, it's up to you. But just be mindful, you got to refarm an entirely new set with those substats. Now, if you can do it, great. But I wouldn't. Personally, I would be farming for somebody I haven't built yet, like completed yet or something. You know what I mean? And just like, oh, let me finish homie or something. That's what I'd be doing. Hey, I don't know if that's the weapon or what. Okay, I think we would stick with yeah, I would just stick with the old one. I'm just thinking about your whole account, really. You know, for tenacity, I actually want to start converting. I need a HP set. That's what I really need. All right, you get some good rest, yo. Get some really, really good rest. I mean that. I need to put a teleporter thing over here. Peace be with you, swag. Maybe I should get an adult who can run a little faster. Homie got a bounce to him. Boing, 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 boing. Look at that ponytail. What's up? What's up, Raiden? You got a bounce too? No? Okay. Hey. Just because I'm curious. Coppelius. Huh, copium. Okay. Come here. Why, hello! Yay! Yay! Frem de la Edgar. Alright. Oh. What is this? Oh, that. Oh, God. Okay. God dang it. It's on like the coast or something. Alright, let's see. No one's in the queue, right? You might want to back up. I need a hydro character. Sure. Oh. Surprise, mother! Frem de la Edgar! Hey, he kind of strong. What is that multiplier, cuz? 80? Bro, what is... He goes up 7? God dang, okay. What about this? What's this? Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, that's why I tell you guys, make sure you get your greens. Level 2 everything. Level 2 everything. What is this? Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Where's the dancing duo? 51 seconds? Okay. In Genshin, you can attack basically uninterrupted. The whole fundamental of combat is different. What are y'all talking about? Oh, y'all talking about something else. Keep your wig screwed on tight. What is that? You good? Oops. Why y'all just okay? Why they just washed on? Huh. Feel kind of bad for the seals, man. Alright, by the time I get back here. Nah, I didn't know if they was alive. I didn't know if there was a hitbox attached to them or whatever. I didn't know if it was programmatically hittable. I'm like, why is the seal just sitting there? This does not compute. They're waiting for the flood? I'm pretty sure. Huh, what y'all up to, Stab? Facts. This man got a run of a Jedi. Alright. Coppelius. What's going on, Gabby? What we doing, Gabby? Give Xiangling her burst back. Sorry, young man, you were not even invited to that party. It's on Mona? Okay. Let's see. What the heck is Sumeru? Alright, so Mona, so what's going on? New artifact set our farm. Okay. So oh, you're doing this are you doing it for Mona? Okay, that's really good. That's this more than likely going to be a reroll. No? Okay. That one's definitely going to be a reroll. Wow. That's actually really good. Okay, so what is this? Who is this set for? Is it for Ayato? Oh, for Nouvellette? Did her kit drop? Oh, for Nouvellette, his kit. And he's HP scaling. Yeah, he's like, you build it, to my understanding, you build him exactly like Yelan. Except instead of crit damage on a circular, it's crit rate. Unless he has a crit rate weapon. Yeah, he's pure HP loss, HP restore. Yeah, he's pure HP. And then Mona's weapon. Yeah, you can use that weapon. Cause he's if I'm not mistaken, he's gonna be on the field not for 16 seconds, but he'll be on the field for at least what 8 seconds or something like that. So you'll get like 16%. And you know how to tell when you get a stack, right? On that weapon. You get the little white thing on it. So you get the little bubble. Watch, it'll pop up. See, there it is. There's 2, or there's 1. There's 2. And then should be 3. And then you get 4, right? So the 4 little things chilling there. That's how you can tell. Yeah, the little glowy circle, yeah. Yeah, it's like 7 to 10, right? Yeah, something like that. Oh, he's not even on the field for that long? Oh, that's fine. You got an HP circlet? Well, he scales with crit damage. Let me see. Where you at? Yeah, I don't have a problem with the weapons. And then you're gonna be rocking an HP circlet. I think an HP circlet would be fine. If you do get an HP circlet, make sure it has crit rate and crit damage. And then for this guy right here, the HP percent is gonna help out a lot. This one, the attack might not help out too much outside of on his normals, and then he does have a hit on skill that scales with attack. Yeah. And then you just need timepiece. This piece right here, I think is gonna be fine. Cause let me see, what's his HP? His HP is really high, ain't it? His base HP is a 14, right? Yeah, 14. Yeah, he's 14.7. Yeah, so he's really high. And his attack is mad low. Not mad low, but he's got 4-star attack. Something in ER. It has both N ER. Oh yeah, yeah. So scale that thing. Does it have at least like how much crit damage is on it though? You want at least 14 crit damage. Like the 14 crit damage is like the minimum on any piece. Maru is a title to show respect and appreciation, by the way. It can be used for either people or objects. Yeah, I have no idea. See, I don't know. Is it Isu Maru? Because I kid you not, I thought it was I Sumaru. But you just spelled Sumaru different. Like an iPhone, I Sumaru. I swear to God, that's what I thought it was. Actually, I'm going to keep her. But yeah, so... Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. You just gotta finish it out. Did you need to farm it? We can go farm it right now. Esumaru. Yeah, but like, what does it mean though? Did you need to farm it out, by the way? So 2 questions. What does Isumaru mean? And then, like, what do you mean by it? And then, do you need to farm the artifact set? Or help with the artifact set? It just sounded nice, hilarious. And then did you need help with it, or are you good? You did it? Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I want to see where that's gonna go. Hold on. Yeah, I want to see where that set's gonna go. And y'all know what day it is? Do y'all know what today is? You just need the sands? Yes, you just need the sand. You need the sands, you gotta reroll the circlet. If your circlet doesn't have 14 crit damage, you gotta reroll the circlet. It's a suffix to an already existing name. Samurai used to name their swords to attach Maru. Yeah, like how Maru. That's dope, actually. What's today? The day is time for Cypher to start playing Star Rail on his Mac. No. That is so not today. Oh, yeah, no, that... 12 crit damage? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, right. Well, try that circlet. Try that circlet. Definitely, I would highly recommend you try that circlet. Today is the day I'm getting steak quesadillas. Yeah. I feel like this thing respawned already. I'm gonna kill it with Ning Wong, because we haven't played Ning Wong in quite some time. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna do an actual Ning Wong team. One change. Never had quesadillas? Oh, you don't know what you're missing. Quesadillas is like for real, like the best ever. Who is this? You need to kill this boss too? Because I was gonna do Ning Wong things. You don't see this Geo team?
完美的猎手不会留下任何。
Boy, if you don't get Al-Haytham out of here, you know I got beef with him, right? I got beef with Al-Haytham. Me and him is beefing right now. He ruined every other element in this game because Al-Haytham. It's not even him, it's Dendro. He killed every other element in this game for me. God dang it, do I gotta teleport away or something? Heck yeah, I'm beefing with a character. He ruined every other element. And it's not even him, it's the element. But he synergizes so well with Dendro that he could be an absolute buttery boo-boo trash character and still wreck. And because of him, everybody swear Dendro's the best element on planet. The best element in Genshin Impact. And it's like, no, it's cool. It's a great element. But it's a I don't have to try element. It's a I look good even though I suck element. I hate Dendro. Dendro is like a flexer's best friend. I hate that element, bro. That element is a shortcut to feeling good about your performance. I hate Dendro. You could have the worst kit ever and the worst everything. Dude, Kali Rex, bro. If Kali Rex, if that ain't proof enough that Dendro is the biggest crutch in Genshin Impact, bro, I do not feel good about doing any kind of damage with Dendro, bro. And no, I'm not talking crazy about your character, Gabby. I have beef with Dendro and I have beef with Al-Haytham because he's good and he's Dendro. He kills things fast because Dendro. I cannot stand him. Why, hello. I'll take it. You love it for the exact reason I hate it. Exactly. I cannot stand Dendro. Dendro is like the short. It's like, imagine. You know what I was hearing today? Imagine you're a trust fund kid, right? You know how trust fund babies do a bunch of drugs? You wanna know why? Because they don't work for anything. So everything they work for, they don't feel good about it. Because they're gonna get it anyway. So it's never worth it to do anything. They just smoke rocks and get money. And then they feel terrible. Because no matter how hard they work, no matter what they do, no matter how hard they try, it doesn't matter. That is Al-Haytham. You could try to get all the crit damage and all the crit rate and all the things, and it does not matter. It doesn't. He's gonna be good anyway. Trust me, that's just me being salty right now. You can actually ignore everything I'm saying. Come on, Ningguang. Can this woman get out the way? Yay! So if a Cryo Xingqiu were released, would you apply with the same apply for Pyro? Nope. That just tells me you don't actually know how strong Dendro is. I know you know, but saying stuff like that tells me you don't know how strong Dendro actually is. If you think Cryo and Pyro compared to Dendro, you are tripping. I'll put it this way. Can you imagine if Ningguang was Dendro? First off, imagine if this had no ICD. And then her charge attack had no ICD. And then she could aggravate. Just sit on that for a hot second. She has 2,300 almost a multiplier on her between her burst and her charge attack at C6. If you could aggravate all of that. You know how stupid that is? And then I could just run. Imagine if he was Electro. If he was Electro or Hydro while she was Dendro, bro, they would be like double to triple the DPS, bro. That element is so strong. It's so strong, it makes people think they're good. That's why I don't like it. I'm good. No, Dendro's good. Nope. Dendro's good. Nope. Dendro's good. Stop it. Dendro is so good. It is so good that the Traveler can run 2 artifacts. And you can clear the abyss with it. I will do it today. You can run that so he doesn't die. And you can run energy recharge. Offset. That is how strong. Matter of fact, Dendro is so strong, this is actually the Kali I use. That is with this. This is my Kali. That's how strong Dendro is. If you don't believe me, ask any pro Dendro player. They only put a bunch of stuff on Dendro because they're strong and they want to be stronger. But they will tell you. Yeah, I use Kali every now and again. And when I use her, that's what I use on her. It's either that or I'll put that on the Traveler. It depends on if I want to sacrifice a sacrificial sword or not. Because I use the Dendro Traveler with the sack sword. But I don't have a bunch of Dendro characters. I only got the because I don't like Dendro. So I pulled the Archon. But if I need Dendro on 2 sides, I'm using the Traveler or Kali. If I have to. And that is the Kali I use. That's how strong Dendro is you don't actually need anything for Dendro to work. That's why I'm like, get that. I hate that element. That element is so low effort. It's the community thing. It's not that it's strong. It's a community thing. It's so strong, it makes weak people think they're strong, and it makes strong people think they're stronger than they actually are. I don't like Dendro. It's a complex feeding element. It makes it hard to talk to people about like strength. Like actual strength. It makes it so hard to talk to people about gauging strength. Like this character is strong. No, the character's okay. The element is strong. And it's like, this character, you have to include the element. No, you don't have to include the element. Who here has been building? Play World of Warcraft or something. Play different games. Play something. Play something else. The character is good. The element is excelling the character. Not that, no. No. It's not that the gun is good. It's that you're playing as Mirage. Mirage doubles the damage of everything in Warframe. The weapon sucks. You're playing the weapon with Mirage. Stop telling me the weapon's great. Stop telling me the character's great. Dendro's great, not the character. I'll be trying to avoid stuff like that, and my little bitter brain can't get away from that. Let me be bitter. I want to be bitter. Just can I be petty, please? I just want to be a little petty. Can I be petty? Okay, I ain't gonna be petty. Fine. Fair enough. I won't be petty, y'all. I only use the Hita. Might change with Farina. Who knows? I don't know. Hoyo just favored Dendro a little too much. No, they definitely did. I just want to be petty. I just want to be real. I want to share my real feelings. I don't want to keep agreeing with everybody for the sake of argument. I don't want to get in arguments. Can I just be salty? Can I just be salty? Can I do that? I just want to be salty. Am I allowed to be? Can I be allowed to feel what I actually feel about Dendro without being judged or chastised? Everybody can love it. I hate it. I love Dendro. I hate Dendro. I hate Dendro because it's a lie. I don't like Dendro because it's not true. Dendro is a liar. Dendro lies to people and they believe it. I don't like I don't like lying. I don't like cap. I don't like false pretenses. I don't like overtuned anything. I don't mind if it's overtuned. I don't like it when it's overtuned and people accept it as the median. I don't like that. I don't like it. I hate that. I don't like cap. That's like me saying, hey, do you know how strong Zhongli is? Zhongli is better than every character in Genshin Impact. That's a lie. I don't like those kind of conversations, and Dendro does that. It does. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. Now, if Al Haytham was any other element, praise him till the wheels fall off. No one should be that strong except the Archon, cuz it's the Archon. But if I could run 2 artifacts on any of the characters, with the exception of like Tighnari, right? Tighnari, okay. But if I could run 2 artifacts on pretty much all the Dendro characters and still get all of the DPS I'm looking for, whether it be Bloom or Hyper Bloom, bro, no, cuz. Virgin, Hyper Bloom, nah, cuz. Nope. 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 And then you could take that astounding DPS, which is basically the Shogun burst for standing still, and then you can cut that in half and then introduce standard DPS on the character. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. That's way too strong. If anything, what MiHoYo needs to do is they need to buff physical damage, and they need to buff geo damage, and they need to stop overtuning this Dendro damage. They need to scale that back or make Dendro work with physical so that physical feels like Hyper Bloom, and make Dendro work with Geo so that Geo feels like Hyper Bloom, and then make it work with Cryo so that Cryo feels like Hyper Bloom. That way we're nice and balanced. Or they could just not make Hyper Bloom that freaking strong and not make Virgin that freaking strong, and then we're straight. But really, they need to buff physical damage. If anything, at least buff that. Buff physical. Don't put all the physical kit in one character who's a 5-star. So that you have to basically spend money or days and months collecting Primo Gems just to come close to matching the DPS of a 4-star character that they gave us for free, cuz? Who only needs 2 artifacts? Meanwhile, the 5-star character needs a 5-star weapon to match the output? Bro, no. No. Dendro is busted, and they need to stop that. What's going on, Kapukeki? I can go on and on about Dendro. You don't. Just play something else. Just play something else? What, bro, I got 60 videos for Armored Core 6 coming out. Are you talking about me? I do not play this game like that, cuz. I'm playing it today, because I got C6 Zhongli. But I do not play Genshin. Armored Core 6, Diablo 4. Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was going to be like, oh, I definitely play something else. Yeah, Dendro almost killed this game. Flexing killed the game for me. And I came back, and I'm getting my get back because I got C6 Zhongli. He saved it. This man is saving it. Him and y'all saved Genshin Impact for me. Yeah, I was on, what was it? What was I playing? Oh no, I was playing Genshin that last time. But yeah, man, be on Twitch just playing whatever. I'll be playing whatever. How many more do I need for this little bugger? Because he is finna be who we are working on. And I need way more than that. I need like 60. You're playing an Asian server, and you just made an American account yesterday. Hold on, what's your AR? We are going to support Gabby. That's what we're going to do. Who you got? The rating? I am going to support you, Gabby. I want you to do an astronomically high burst. And because I am C6 Zhongli, we are going to have fun with that. AR12, you let me know the minute you hit AR16. Like the minute you hit AR16, I'll join you. You ready? Let's do it. enjoy the heals. What? Oh. Yeah. Didn't even read the whole thing with the. Oh. Yeah, they just made an American account yesterday. Oh, normal attack only. I was thinking Fremlet. Or Nuvalet. You know what set I did want to farm out for Zhongli at some point sometime soon? Actually, I did want to farm out a Bolide set because I tried Bolide on him months ago. I don't even think I have it anymore. I think I got rid of it. But Bolide was actually surprisingly strong on Zhongli. And this was the circuit. It was actually really strong on Zhongli. Like, really strong. Like, way stronger than I thought it was gonna be. But I wanted to try this set with an attack goblet. And then just crazy substats. Because he's like this weird half geo, half physical thing. So it'd be that plus physical damage. And I didn't really want to sleep on both of them. That actually used to be my Zhongli build. My old Zhongli build was an attack goblet on purpose. Yeah. Good times. Didn't even notice it says cupcake. Hilarious! Give me 1 sec, I'm finna refresh my coffee. My coffee! I'm gonna refresh that thing, and then we're gonna keep it going. 4 for 5, 4 for 5 what? Huh. Wow! Hold on, Gabby. Oh, wow. Hey, is Newt here? Wow. That's incredible. Oh, wow. Y'all talking about Crowd Zhongli is almost done? Say what? Took a break to eat pizza? I feel you, bro. Hey, man. I saw the pyro. The pyro was smacking. I saw the hydro. The hydro was interesting. But yeah, man, and hydro, it takes... With mono hydro, I don't know what it is about this abyss, but it feels... Something about it doesn't feel like it's catering to mono hydro. They feel resist. The numbers make sense, but they feel resistant to it for some reason. You know what I mean? Whereas, you know how you do mono pyro, and it just works? Mono hydro feels a little different. It feels weaker for some reason. So it's like you got to go in with a lot of DPS. You know what I mean? But yeah, those two were really good. And then really good. The cryo one, I anticipate Shinha being in there somewhere. Either Shinha or Kazuma. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I can't wait for that one, man. But yeah, let me go make my coffee. And I'll be right back, cuz. Right back. Oh, and the queue is open. So if anybody needs help or needs resin or needs whatever, let me know. I'm just farming pieces for Fremdela, whatever his name is. Fremine. Something like that. Okay, I'll be right back.
旅程总有一天会迎来终点，不必匆忙。欲买桂花同载酒，只可惜故人，何日再见？ 接下来想去哪里？如果想游历离月名胜的话，我有一些不错的参考方案。欲买桂花同载酒，只可惜故人何日再见。
西风剑术，想和我学两手吗？等你学成再找你报仇，想必能增添不少乐趣。
欲买桂花同载酒，只可惜故人何日再见。旅程总有一天会迎来终点，不必匆忙。
Oh yeah, by the way, side note, did anybody need any resources from my world? By chance. Hey, what's going on, Kinkle? Did anybody need... I keep forgetting to put this teleporter here. Did anybody need any resources? Anything at all. Outside of Fremenade, whatever that flower thing is, because I actually need those. Zhongli, Yalan, Chongyun, Shinha. Swag, swag, swag. Yeah, you can take all the fish. And then actually, if you want, you don't necessarily have to join me for this fight. Like, I can beat this boss. Like, I can just get, what's her name? He's cool. Like, he's cool. I like his cooldowns. If a character has low cooldowns, like, I'm cool with those. You know what I mean? What am I doing? Okay, I've been having brain farts all day. Yeah, I mean, he's cool, man. He's way stronger than I thought he was gonna be. I know that much. Like, he is, like, too strong. Been trying to pull him. You haven't pulled him yet? I'm going to get Bennett. And guess what I'm gonna do? We're gonna do funky, weird Zhongli things. Oh, hold on. 30 pulls deep. Just pull for, because knowing you, I know you don't need Zhongli, right? I would say pull for Tartaglia or something. Unless you want to pull for Zhongli. Zhongli things? Yeah, he's nice. Zhongli is not, yeah. Having just optional God mode is amazing. If anybody here has ever played Doom, from back in the, if you've ever played Doom, you know exactly what God mode is. And it is hilariously fun sometimes. Oh, you already got Zhongli C0. Oh, if you already got him C0, yeah, they don't matter. Because the only reason you would pull Zhongli Constellations, really, is if you want to see two, from my experience. I mean, you could put, C1 is cool, but C1 really just makes tenacity more relevant. That's all C1 does. And even still, it's like, it doesn't really work like that against bosses, because you can't really pillar bosses. And then it's, even still, you got to get used to positioning. Like, you got to hit that angle with bosses, just so the pillar can actually hit the boss and whatnot. You know, so it could be kind of cumbersome. Other than that, C2. Now, what's going on? Who is that? Joe. Wait, we got 2 in the queue? Hold on, cuz. I did not know that. I did not know that. You put them on release? Same, bro. My first 5-star was Tartaglia. Burger, you're fine. You know what? I already did the. Oops. I already checked, and Star Rail's not here yet. Jeez. Unless you want to switch, you can stream at the same. We can stream at the same time, Burger. Like, you can stream and I can. We could literally have 2 streams going at the same time. Cryo Zhongli, let's do it. So if you're doing it depends on if you're doing permafreeze or not. But if it's the Cryo Zhongli that I think you're doing, I think you might have, if I remember, you would have, I think, like 30 crit rate. 30, it's between 30 and 40 crit rate. And if you take that approach, you should be hitting, I kid you not, you should be hitting around 40k on your normals. With a Homa. But where are you? There you go. Okay, so we got level 90 with a Homa. And okay, so got you. 2-piece. What's goes in zone, cuz? How you doing, Rose? You may want a 4-piece blizzard, but I don't know if it necessarily matters. It's similar to Ayaka, so you might not need it. But we got Gladiator Blizzard Strayer, no constellations. As you already know his normals, you already know about his normals, so you want to get those to 9. 81, 202, that is amazing. You are rocking a crit raid circlet? Yep. So, how much attack do you have? He does have low attack. Okay, so let's see. It's going well? Swag. Okay, so we got 9, 23. Okay. 6 and 18. Oh, okay. And then, wow. If that don't say Ayaka. Oh, never mind. It's HP %. Which is actually not that. It's actually not bad. So if you're DPSing with Zhong, I'm sure you already know this by now. If you're DPSing with Zhongli, attack does hit harder than HP. Like, it just simply does. But yeah, you need it. Yeah. So, but HP is nice because you need the shield, right? Naturally. Now I'm assuming that's yep. There's cryo. That one's good. Yeah, squishy shield. Yeah. And then you got that guy, got a little bit of attack %, and you got some HP on there. The energy recharge stat is helpful, but it's not unless you have C2. Mainly because you're not. It's because of your goblet. Your goblet is disabled on burst. Really is all it boils down to. But outside of that, he looks fine. I'm assuming your burst hits 40 to 50. What is it? 202. So I'm assuming your burst hits 40k, 50k. Maybe 60. Probably 60. It hits 60k. Like on burst, on crit. It was no. Bam, 60k. It should be around that much. You know. So, and if that's the case, that's good. But even still, I don't think you'll necessarily need. I don't think you need it. I guess what I'm saying is, if you're keeping the pieces for the burst, you don't need it unless you need the iframe. But here's something to take in consideration with Zhongli. Even if you're in the middle of a burst animation, his shield can still take damage. His shield doesn't enter the burst iframe. The burst wasn't. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah. Just be mindful of that though. So, the HP is good, and the burst is nice, right? But if you're using the burst to maintain shield uptime, the burst doesn't maintain shield uptime. You still take damage against the shield during the burst. I just didn't know if you knew that. Who likes quotation marks? What are you talking about?
玉
Okay.
买
So anyway,
桂
so
花
that's that.
同载酒
I mean, he looks fine. You got enough crit
只可惜
rate,
故
got
人
enough crit damage. Attack is a little
何
low,
日再
but
见？
that's fine because you're gonna have because you have two other buckets that you're pulling from, and he scales with HP. So you're kind of double dipping
玉
with the
买
HP
桂
stat.
花同载酒，
Not as hard into
只
damage,
可惜
but
故人
you got to balance the two, right? Because you don't have a
何日再
healer on
见？
this team. You know what I mean? And this team, I think, is going to be fine. You need to have this for the crab. I already understand that one, but yeah. Try Yoon Jin. Nah. Yoon Jin is nah. I wouldn't do Yoon Jin. Not in this situation.
旅程总有
She
一天会
works,
迎来
but
终
no.
点
The thing about
不必
Yoon
匆
Jin with Zhongli is
玉
you
买
need
桂
a
花同载
you need a
酒，
lot of energy recharge. What's going on, M? How you
只
doing,
可
Cass?
惜故人
But you need a lot of energy recharge on
何
your
日
Yoon
再
Jin.
见呢？
Like a lot. Like 220 plus. Yeah. It's just the uptime is hard. Oh, one for M? Yeah, if you want one for M, just say I amped speed.
玉买桂花同玉买桂花同载酒，只可惜故人
You can do that. M is M instead of M in M. That'd be funny. Exactly. Do M is M. That'd be kind of funny. She has 230. If she has 230 energy recharge, are you still not able to keep your burst up? Where's Faith at? Oh, fishing. Okay. Quick swapping? Yeah, see, that's what has to happen. Even with the 230, right? Like keeping her it's keeping her skill up. I mean her burst up. Her burst is the issue. Yeah, it'd be one skill, but you still gotta collect them. You gotta balance that. And that's what makes it a little cumbersome. That's why I'm like, nah, I wouldn't do it for the sake of comfort. If you're on that mega try-hard energy, where you're trying to do like a Marvel 3 combo, then sure, it would be stronger. You know what I mean? But if you're kind of trying to like chill and just get the most optimal performance without having to micro time everything that you do, then I wouldn't run Yoon Jin in that situation. Not in that situation. Not, I mean, me personally, I wouldn't. Yeah. Outside of that, I mean, he looks good. Just get his normals to 9. All I would do, really, is just get his normals to 9. Also, be mindful, bro. You can sacrifice a little bit of crit rate unless you're going for a 100% crit rate, because you're at like 96 right now. 96 because of the passive, because you have 2 cryos on your team. Hold on, let me get my coffee, and then we'll keep it going. One sec.
"玉买桂花同载酒，只可惜故人何日再见呢？" 为流通而造的船，遇到港口也会停泊，所以离月是一切财富沉淀的地方。玉买桂花
Hey, by the
同
way,
载
a
酒
little bit of a side note.
只可
Just
惜
a little
故
bit of a side note. You're hearing it here first,
何
okay?
日再见。
at some point, start planning to build your cryo characters for 55 crit rate in cryo resonance teams. Okay, meaning that Ayaka would be with 55 crit. She would technically be with 55 crit rate in a cryo resonance team. Get ready for that. She'll end with 70 crit rate. That I'm talking 70 crit rate. If you want higher, just whatever, just start planning on building your cryo characters without the Blizzard set. I guess is what I'm getting at. The generalized damage increase, to my understanding, should be anywhere from 15 to 30% of a damage increase on the new cryo set. Should be coming out in SNES Naya. Okay? Just giving you a heads up. And I guess we're good there. Hey, Joey, by the way, did you have any questions? In 12-1, almost 100? Yeah. Well, yeah, you're almost, yeah. It should be at 816. No questions? Okay. Yeah, so for example, your Cryo Zhongli would be fit for it. But on the new set, so long story short, just to give you guys a heads up, I'm sure there's going to be a million videos out about this. So on the Blizzard set, right, as it stands right now, you get 40 crit rate on freeze. That whole thing's going away. Instead of that, it'll give you 30. Instead of that, it'll give you 30 cryo damage and I think something else. It'll give you it gives you a bunch of cryo damage, so it doesn't buff crit rate, but you still should be able to lean into your set, right? So right now, as effectively, I have a 65% crit rate, right? But then it'll move over into bonus damage. And typically, what you're going to be able to do, like let's say you had this piece right here, but it was on the new set, then you would have this nice little balance, a nice healthy balance of your attack, your crit damage, and your bonus damage, all moving further away from diminishing returns, but still being a healthy number. With all that in consideration, you should see a pretty significant increase in and more consistency in your damage. You know what I mean? And this is not even contingent on leveraging the resonance bonus. If you factor in the resonance bonus, then you could still, you know, at that point you can run a lower crit rate. It just won't be nearly as low as this, right? If you want a bigger picture of it, Glizzy's here? What's happening with Glizzy? Oh, Glizzy ain't here. You know Glizzy is a picture, right? Ari is not Glizzy. Glizzy is a whole person, cuz. Glizzy is a VP of Dome Precision. Believe it or not, Glizzy is a Crip, if y'all really want to know. Alright, but anyway, so what you do is you take the set bonus off when you change it into bonus damage, right? No, you think I'm joking. Glizzy is a Crip, like Crip. Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about, but be careful when using the word Glizzy. I'm just saying. It's a homie. He's in Discord. He's part of the Discord. He's a Crip in y'all find out. Y'all go in there and start saying Glizzy. He'll be cool with y'all. He'll be cool with it, but I'm just saying. All right, it ain't gonna matter what y'all talking about. All right, it don't matter what y'all talking about. Y'all saying Glizzy. I'm just saying, cuz. I'm saying you walk in there and you say Snoop Dogg. I'm not talking about you, Snoop Dogg. Be all right. You saying Snoop Dogg? I'm letting y'all know. Y'all saying a Crip's name that's in the Discord. It's a Dono cipher. I saw the Dono, cuz. Shout out to you for that $1. I saw it. Yeah, the glacial set. Yeah, it's going to be talked about this, that, and the third. It's going to be all over the place. I'm just letting them know that instead of having 30 extra crit damage, you could have 30 extra damage here, and you could move away from diminishing returns, and that'll put you less in diminishing returns. Of course, you're going to have CV and all that jazz you got to deal with, but typically people are always way into diminishing returns on crit rate. Like 100+ crit rate on their cryo characters typically, and because of that, you know, on freeze. And because of that, it's like, okay, well, like it probably doesn't really matter that much, especially when Rosario exists. And I already imagine Rosario is going to be all over the place. Like, she is going to be meta in teams come that set. Like meta. But you're going to see a pretty big increase. You're going to see people go from, and I'm talking about standard Ayakas. You're going to see standard, if this is my anticipation, standard Ayaka nukes will go from 50 to 70k to 70 to about 100k per tick. Just on that set. And I'm talking about try-hard Ayaka nukes. Like the try-hard, they like 30 crit damage nukes and whatnot with a billion crit damage and 5,000 attack and all that jazz. Like those nukes, you should see about a 20 to 30% increase there, and you should see a 15 to 30% damage increase overall, across the board, across all cryo characters. That's my anticipation. I think the only exception maybe would be like Ganyu. Oh, wait. There was somebody in the queue. Hold on, cuz. She donated a glizzy? No, she donated a hot dog. Is that what y'all call glizzies? Is a hot dog? It's in the database. That's what I'm saying. It'll probably come out with SNES Naya. New Yorkers call it a glizzy. Well, we on the West Coast, cuz. A glizzy is a Glock. A glizzy is a gun. I'm in Cali. You know what they call cigarettes in Europe? Kind of the same thing. Alright, so what's going on, M? Yeah, we can do that. We on the West Coast where the Crips is. You feel me? I'm not a Crip, but you know what I'm talking about. It needs help. Oh, you know what we should call? You know what we should put for M? Type slower. I'm not joking. M types fast due to anxiety. Is it okay if I tell him M? They type fast due to anxiety or something like that. All right, Faith. I gotta go help M. Unless I'm looking at it. Am I looking at an account or are we doing resin? Who the heck is... Oh, that is him. I get commands when I learn to spell. Wow. No, it's just type. They can spell. They just need to type slower. I got M in here somewhere, and they type fine. They just type slow, or they type too fast. Nope. Your command is going to be type slower. Yeah, but am I helping you with resin or am I looking at an account? That's what I'm asking. Like I can pull the account, but am I looking at the account or am I joining you? It's because I have faith in my world fishing right now. That's why. 184 me. It's kind of funny. We're doing resin on that account. Okay, Faith. Can you come back and fish after I help him? That's good? Okay. He said, I prefer my GF name, YouTube name. Did he just say what we doing? M, don't do this today. Don't you do? Not today. What's going on, Faith for Disney? Okay. You got a plan? You got a plan before I even join? Oh, we doing bosses. Okay. We doing bosses and probably ley lines. I was gonna say not today. We not finna figure out nothing. We finna go get it. I kind of want to play these two. You know what? I'm gonna play these two. I'm gonna play these two. Yeah. Dailies? Say what now? Okay. You gotta tell me ahead of time. You know I don't mind, but don't surprise me, cuz. What's up, big fella? Just logging in for today? Okay. Bang! Bang, 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 bang. Is this it? That is it. Alright, let's see. Well, why are you playing? It's not a problem, but why? So, what are you trying to get out of this account? Is there something specifically that you're going for on this account? Whoops. Ooh, excuse me. Well, hold on. Before I get into anything like too much, what are we doing today? Because I already know I've been working with you for like a year, Em. What do you need done on this account? Bro started speaking Italian. Yeah, exactly. Look at the mamma mia. Say what? I thought I would kill him. Can I get a crit though? Oh, that was a crit. We're killing the pyro flower? Okay, let's do the things first. And then not a problem at all. But remind me after we do the pyro flower. That way at least it's in cooldown, and then I'll go ahead and look at the weapon. Sound good? I'm gonna play Mona because it's fun to hear BG. Oh, you didn't have to tell me. Hey, but her using the Amos bow is not necessarily bad either. Say what? Vuk do say, oh, you say, huh? Hold on, type. Oh, okay, your stuff is. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with what he's saying. Mishi Pishi Mitsubishi. That's what it sounds like she's saying. Okay. Boom. Level 40. Oh. 201. Yeah, keep focusing on your character levels. If this is the actual team you're using, which isn't bad. If that's the team that you're using, well, it's AR41. If that's the team you're using, that team is 5 Zing Show, right? No, AR41, you're not going to have a crit ratio. Keep in mind, we are talking about Burger to Burger is talking. That's like a billionaire talking to like a millionaire, talking about you're broke. Like, they're still a millionaire. Like, But yeah, focus on leveling up. I would put a hard focus on Bennett and Yalan for now. And then, especially Yalan, bro. Like, you want to level Yalan. Like, as soon as you can. Oh, I thought you was talking about his account. I was gonna be like, hold on, what you... Like, no, it's a good account. Like, he's not even gonna have anything close to a crit ratio. Where's this kid? Oh. I was finna say. Both Hyro arms are on Mia. I don't know what that means. Okay, sounds good, Kinkle. Get it in, brother. Alright, let's see. We don't need that domain. Yeah, what's up?
限制物欲是占星术士修行的一部分，只有
Are
简
you still
朴的
farming
生
this?
活才能窥探到世界的真实。
Who are you working on right now? Are you working on Bennett? It's gotta be Bennett. I don't know what you're saying. M, you gotta type slower, cuz. Yeah, just ask Burger. He can update it. Bennett? Yeah. Yeah, just pull out, what is it, 900? Okay. Ah. Oh, that thing ain't even back yet. M, what are we doing? Is it just, we're just farming the boss, right? Well, I mean, you just copy paste. It doesn't matter.
玉麦桂花同载酒，只可惜故人何日再见。
M. Okay, we have to be farming this thing exclusively. Okay, I'm hearing something. Hey, take it easy, brother. Always a pleasure.
固若金汤，
命运的虚影，命运。
Yeah!
天动万
Big
象。
things! Oh, didn't crit. Come on. I love that sound. Yeah. Mona. I'll never forget the day I got Mona, man. I about lost my mind. I ain't seen a Mona since. I just want C2. That's all. I just want C2. Yeah, the Amos is fine. There's nothing wrong with the Amos. You're really sitting on the base attack and the attack percent of it. You know, and then the first part of the passive, but it's not a bad weapon. If you have a R5 Rust, you might want to use that. But the Amos is good. There's nothing wrong with it. My goal for you, M, is to get you to where you can clear content. When you're talking about the Abyss, that's an entirely different conversation.
为流通而造的船，遇到港口
A decent pro sector. He is a decent pro sector player.
璃月是一切财富沉淀的地方。
Maybe in his school he sucks, because they're all pro players at his school. Like all of them. Like I think the entire leaderboard is just his school. But still. Are we doing domains or? He's below average? Yeah, probably, like I said, probably in his school. Yeah, his school is like they are crazy. Oh, well, your school suck? Is that what you're saying? Second crazy? Wow. She really out here getting at you, bro. I'm really thinking about just leveling him to 90. But I know for a fact I would never use him. I mean, I will, but I won't. I don't care what the artifacts look like. Speaking of which. Alright. Heizo's better. Yeah, I'll never use Heizo. I like Heizo. It's just I'll never use Heizo. Like I never use them. And it could be, I kid you not, like even who are we working on? Even this kid, I might not even use him much. You could tell when I'm interested in the character, but I'm probably never going to use them because they end up being level 70. 60, 70, somewhere around there. When I stop working on a character around there, it's like I'm interested and I eventually want to come back to the character, but I'm still not satisfied with whatever's going on up here, like artifacts or something. That's really how you can, yeah, that's how you read my account at least. The lower the level, the less interested I am in finishing the character. The higher the level, I think it's pretty obvious. Alright, so I'm assuming we're doing this thing again. Tiantui Valley, something like that. Is it back? Well, first off, is it back? Yeah, everybody should build the Traveler, really. I hate to say it, but if you're not going to have any other level 90s on your account, the Traveler is actually somebody you should have level 90. As much as it almost pains me to say that. Y'all still talking about Prosecco? I'm just saying, like, if you're good at... Here's what it boils down to, Burger. If you're good at something, then you should just be good at it. And show it to the world. That's my opinion. We're so not about to kill this thing. Oh, yay. I'll be straight up. I don't know what's going on with Zhongli, but ever since I hit C6, it's like his burst crits more or something. And I'm not talking about the crit hits more or hits for more. I mean, which it does, but that's not the point. I'm just getting a burst. I love this character, man. Just, he's so not the best character in the game, but the best character in the game, but not the best character in the game. He's so not the best character. You know what? I love the fact that he's nowhere near the best, perceived to be not the best character in the game. Whether he is or is not, I could literally care less. I'm just happy he's not considered the best character in the game. Because then I can have, it feels a little unique. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Yeah. I'm actually happy for that. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind having a C6 Yalan. I was getting a burst. That's all. I was going to go get a burst. Because I didn't know if we were going back here and all that jazz. Those people competing in Japan for 1 million yen. That's only like that's like $10,000, ain't it?
接下来想去哪里？
Or a couple. Oh
如
yeah, I
果
don't
想
know
游
what
历
it is.
离
Three
越名
zeros.
胜的
I'm tripping.
话，我有一些不错的参考方案。
A couple thousand. Oh, did the value of yen go up, or did the dollar go down, or something? Hey, Burger. I'm gonna give you a little bit of insight on something. Have you ever thought about trading currency? Yen is going down. What? But that value gets you more dollars. Yeah, but do you trade? No. I'm talking about like stock trading. Oh, you trade it like stocks? Like when the value goes up and down and all that, you trade, buy and sell and all that jazz?
正是因为无法更改，
Okay,
无
my
可违
bad.
逆，只能接受。命运
What are we doing, M?
等到状态好了，再去把活一次干完。
Yeah, once it bottoms out, I'm gonna buy some Chinese currency. I'm gonna try to get like $1,000. If I can get more, great. But I'm gonna try to get like at least 1,000. Oh, wrong element. I don't even know if I want that. I want a stupid character. Not stupid, but just not, you know what I mean?
这机会还挺难得的，就让我好好享受一下吧。投
Boy,
降
if you don't
不是
shut
另一
up.
种选择。
Hey, Papa, hey, Bob, shut your face.
这个手下败军。不错不错，
Go ahead, do the
确
thing.
实有点手段。
拒收不取。
Anticlimactic. Redhead, you ain't allowed to speak Cantonese or Mandarin. You're not Burger's friend. We are.
物若金汤。
Great. Bro, I swear, you know what? I am sick of her not having this weapon because I never use Shinha and I want to use her a million. You know what? I want to triple crown her. This is who I need to finish. I need to finish her. I for real need to finish Rosario. Like for real. Not reverse melt, not a billion damage Rosaria. I just need to make a very general, straight DPS Rosaria. She don't need EM and all of that. I just want a straight DPS with some energy recharge on her. Like ER timepiece energy recharge. Like if she's on... See, but I want 2 Rosaria builds. I do want a Blizzard set with attack. Right? And then I want... a EM set because I have a hybrid Pale Flame. But yeah. Can we do my main too? I don't care. I mean, it doesn't seem like nobody's in the queue, right? Nobody's in the queue, right? If no one's in the queue, I don't care. If someone is in the queue, I do care. Ari didn't write any of it down because she wants you to be her piece of paper. Because you guys are friends. She likes to talk to you and you like to talk to her, I could tell. Oh, you're in? Okay, then no. We can't do the other account. Yeah, well, so I'll help Rose real quick if the queue will catch up. There it goes. I don't know why my command wasn't going through. There we go. I really wish we could do 2 queues, but we don't really need 2 queues. Think about it. Because if we did have 2 queues, Yeah, nobody would join the resin queue, I don't think. Come on. Alright, Rose, what's cracking with you? Am I looking at a character or am I joining you? Hydro? Dendro. What we doing, Rose? Join you? Okay. Okay. Why what? Why peony not? I don't know what that means. Oh, that? Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Ah. Gotcha. Depends on who you take.
不要相信你的眼睛。
Official? Okay.
眼睛会说谎。
Mm-hmm. So, give me 1 sec. I gotta put on an energy recharge timepiece on him. Alright. It literally took 1 second. That's funny. And she has a 10-second cooldown, right? No! God dang it. Come here, big fella. Hey, what's going on, Waves? How you doing, brother? We are chilling like a villain, man. What? We been chilling. Bing chilling. Bing chilling. Bing chilling. Bing chilling. Bing chilling. That's what we doing, cuz. We been chilling. I'm gonna have to bust some bars for y'all later. I'm still looking for somebody who is a lady, is willing to rap a Hu Tao rap. If no one is, I will have an AI do it. Meaning that I will rap it and the AI will just replace my voice. Enjoy. 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 Pop. Give me all the energy for Zhongli things. Movie CG. The movie city. He needs a burst more than she does. Oh, they both got a burst. Nice. Huh, wavy waves. Wavy McWaves. Wavy McWaverson. The wavy wave waves. A divorce attorney's thoughts on love and marriage. Uh-oh. What is this? Krillin stops being weak. Okay. You know, technically Krillin is the strongest human being on Earth in Dragon Ball Z. Rubin Chilling. Why, hello, Newts. Well, no, Newts. All I've got to say is, this game is incredible, isn't it? Oh, wow. It's an amazing game. Every time I see the graphics in this game, all I can think to myself is, wow. Yeah. I'm constantly battling with myself, trying to decide if... Yes, it is. It is, huh? It is. Yeah, I think it's very fantastic. It's an amazing game. Has anybody here seen Mr. Pickles? It's a very demented television show, and I super do not recommend that show to anyone who is not an adult. Right, but there's a cop in that show who sounds exactly like Owen Wilson, but exaggerated. How's your mama and your daddy? I'm just wondering. The way he talks is hilarious. Chinese voice lines for my own sake. That is true. It's true, he just doesn't get respect because of all these aliens, androids that are technically cyborgs and literally ghosts and gods. Who you talking about? Owen Wilson? Owen Wilson, he's such an intelligent fella. I don't know why he sounds like that. You know, there's an entire compilation of every time he said wow, and it's hilarious. Oh, Krillin? Oh yeah, nah, Krillin is the GOAT. Literally the strongest human being. Come on. Hold up. Wait a minute. I'ma put my shield up in. About to put my shield up in it. Hey. Chinese will be able to realize what it is, but at the same time, I don't have to hear it get butchered. What are you talking about? Bing chilling. My bad, man. Welcome to America. Hey, that's called a language barrier, bro. So somebody has an accent. An accent in English is how my English to Mandarin sounds. Bing chilling. Go to the store. It's like they're both broken, but we do our best nonetheless. Last run, no worse. I gotta say, the hardest thing in Mandarin has to be, by far, has to be that weird U sound. That U sound is so difficult. Like, it's legit difficult, bro. I know the U sound you're making right now when you type it. That sound is cancer, bro. If you don't natively speak, man, bro. If you don't natively speak it, whatever that U is, you will never get it. That thing is, yeah. It's a ooh sound, but it ain't just a ooh sound. It's like a ooh. Like, you can talk about it all day. You can say ooh all day, but it's not ooh. It's not ooh. It's like ooh. It's like ooh. Yeah, you got ooh, and then you got ooh. It's like a ooh sound. It's a weird. It's, bro. No, I know what you see. That's what I'm saying. It's, you got ooh, and then you got this weird ooh. Whatever that ooh one is, that modified ooh. That one is hard, and I still feel like because it's not comfortable. I'm not comfortable doing it yet. I can't wait till I'm comfortable doing it, but I'm not comfortable doing it yet. But once I am, we will would be in there like swimwear. Yeah, that the one with the 2 dots. That's a weird one. You got a Tainari update in the Blizz domain for Ayakakea and Fremine. Oh, you're doing Blizzard for Fremine? Really? Okay. Hey, not a problem. You already know what the vibe is, Rose. You know what? You've been here for so long. Do you have a Welkin right now? Nice. Do you have a Welkin, Rose? You don't? Hang on tight. Rose, you have been literally following this channel since the inception of the Genshin gameplay. Like, you are literally the OG of this channel when it comes to Genshin. Literally. So, I don't know if it matters to you, but I'm going to give you a welcome as a thank you. I wish I could do more, but it's what I can do right now. You know, so give me 1 sec. Okay, just hang on tight. Now, because you're on PlayStation, you won't get the 300. You have to log into like a mobile device or the computer to get the 300, but you will get the welcome, the daily login and stuff, okay? But I'm surprised. I feel like I've never given you, out of all the welcome giveaways we've had, you've been here the longest and never gotten a welcome. So, yeah, it just occurred to me, so I just wanted to say thank you for this. Give me 1 second. It takes a second. Give me 1 sec. No worries. No, thank you. I do genuinely appreciate you. I want to make sure it goes through first, though. So hang on tight. This is out of my pocket, and for DWP, because we have a fund, right? And there's nothing in that fund, right? But from me to you, thank you. You've been here the entire time, and I never got to say thank you. So thank you. Let me know if you got. Did you get it? I don't know if you got it, right? But go ahead and check. So if you don't know, it should have went through by now. If nothing popped up, that's normal, okay? But go to shop, and then where it says, oh, I gotta get myself one. You see where it says, Blessing of the Welcome Moon? I'm gonna buy myself one real quick, right? And then at the above the card, you'll